streaming?
Juan.
Previously on Waterdeep Dragon Heist, you found yourself the proud owners of a rather ramshackle rundown tavern. After investigations and several scares, you discovered a spirit that previously had inhabited the manor for some years, and you've managed to bring him onto your side, and he's now your barkeep at the Troll Skull Manor, aka the Nag's Head, aka the Witch's Tits.
Am I right in saying that only one of us can communicate with that barman? With a special
he
skill?
can hear you.
Well,
I think one of you can talk to him, yeah, but he can still communicate. He just has to write it down.
Right.
So he can hear, he can understand, but he can't talk.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know whether that's good for a barkeep or not. It's certainly what you might call a quirky brain fart. It's a Friday. Gimmick. There you go. Sorry.
Got it.
Yeah.
How dare
quirky
you
gimmick
call
for you.
Liff a gimmick? That's shocking. It's not a gimmick.
He's gonna quit
He's
if you keep saying
no
that.
longer living creature that has feelings.
Feelings. Yes, and further investigation in the manor also led you to find a rather haunting painting which came to life, and a witch popped out, and you destroyed the hag. You discovered a mimic in the library study, and you've cleared all of Trollskull of all the rat hordes that were going to give you all sorts of problems, thanks to Dylan and his rather smart thinking. And yes, the rats went forth to Frune's Brews, your neighbourhood competition, and here we are. What are you doing?
Whereabouts are we in the renovation of the pub then? Just so we're clear.
The renovation is going well. Everything's kind of being fixed, but you are sort of lacking any sort of food, drink, furniture. So while the pub is kind of functional, there's not much in it, as it were.
So no
What-
publican paraphernalia are missing.
What
Yeah,
sort
so all
of
the-
finances like?
Shit.
Okay.
Your finances are fairly dire, I think. I know you spent £1,250 gold pieces doing up the tavern, and you've set aside a chunk of that money to go towards the guild fees, which you've discussed with the various members of Trollskull Alley, which have advised you the likely sort of guilds you need to join up.
So we've got little left for stock and other things that we need.
Yeah,
to...
you've got some bits to go still, but you've still got some cash to do. If you talk nicely to your
Is somebody doing
carpenter.
DIY?
It's Dylan and his clicky keyboard.
All right.
No, I'm sorry,
it's
it's
not.
Phil.
Oh.
It's Phil.
All right. Okay.
So that's what it sounds like.
A little bit.
One sec.
Phil, shut up.
Is
one sec.
it just do it a bit louder? Thanks, Phil.
Can hear it.
Thanks.
You can tell it's Phil.
Guys, like
I
he's eating
should've
crisps
known.
at the mic again.
Sound of a troll in the distance.
Oh.
It's coming for your soul.
There's the sound of a trap in the distance. I think I might step in it.
Oh, Jonathan.
Right. I don't know what to do.
But if you're looking for guilds, you can go to the guild masters sort of offices, if you will, in town.
Can we-
Don't ask me for a street name or a location, because I couldn't tell you.
Can we send Liv?
Are you doing that on purpose?
So those rats
think
are
he
back
is.
again.
I'm gonna mute me. Sorry.
They
Can
said, don't go
um,
in the pub.
Can we send the Spectre on errands? Just with a note.
Not really. He's not comfortable leaving the premises of the Troll Skull. He shakes his head. This the mere suggestion.
Oh yeah, because he can't leave, can he?
No, I'm not a gopher. I'm a ghost.
Right, I've kicked him out. Shall we?
Any-
Are we
anyone
going
got
to
any
the guild?
ideas?
Sorry. Well, we probably need to stock up on beer if we're to open the pub at all and have people come in.
Yeah, but we've no money. We need money.
Yeah, we need
Do we
money.
not have
Is
a bit
there-
to get some stock?
Is there? Is there a quest board?
A quest board?
Something I can right click on and get some quests.
Not literally, no. I don't have a quest board you can right click on, but I can. Yes, there's some things you can do. There is a knock on the door. Charles Wiley.
I go and answer the door. Is there a peephole in the door, or a little window
No.
or something?
Yeah, there's like a little window. It's kind of like an ornate front door, if you will.
All right, I
So
get.
it's not just a.
I pull a chair across the room, up to the door, get on the chair, and I look through the window. What do I see?
Okay, if I could just. No, that's not working. Brilliant. It's not loading yet. You see a short dwarf, clad in a kind of male armor. There he is. Red head, long big beard, typical dwarf. Kind of sitting there, just looking around the premises, sort of admiring the handiwork. As he's sort of waiting for you to answer the door.
I push the chair to one side and I open the door. And I say,
All right, pal. How you doing?
"Can I help you, brother?"
Hi, my name's Mordgrim. I've noticed you've taken possession of this here pub.
Mordgrim. Have I heard that name before? I think I have.
Yeah, well, possibly. Have you ever been to Vandelver?
Once a long time ago, aye. Two non-Scots
Aye,
speaking
ah.
Scottish.
I've been there quite recently and made a bit of a name for myself. Helped them out with some trouble. Anyway,
Nice one.
after that, I came back here, and I'm now a member of the Brewers Guild. And I was wondering, you opening a tavern by any chance?
Maybe. What?
Hello.
How many brewers guilds are there in this city?
No, we're opening a titty bar. Can you not tell?
That titty bar. Aye, I see the witch's tits. I'm not sure that'll go down well. But aye, I noticed there's one Brewers Guild mate, but there's plenty of cellars, if you will. I've been brewing my own concoctions for some time, and I've recently just got in touch with an emissary from a strange land, a land that's been almost forgotten about. But can I come in and talk to you? It's a wee bit nicky.
Aye. I stand to one side. Oh, there he is. Wow, look at that powerhouse.
The chunk. Yeah, as he steps in, you can clearly see he's wearing sort of not sort of Brewer Guild stuff. He looks like an adventurer, if you will. But he seems friendly enough. There's no sort of menace or malice towards him. He sort of kicks his heels on the floor. Looks like you've done a stellar job doing this place up. It looks like a shithole for so long. How long have you been here?
Just a few days, brother.
What?
You're dressed a little bit fancy for a brewer, aren't you?
Oh, I mean,
You do a bit
I've been in a
of
wee bit of-
swashbuckling on the side.
no, I'm in a. Well, have you ever heard of the Greyhands?
The who? The Greyhounds?
The Greyhands.
No.
Aye, well, they're like not the secret police, as it were, but if the City Watch can't handle something, they get the Greyhound fellas in to take care of it. Or if the City Watch are too busy.
I put my hands up and I say, "Are you here to arrest me?"
No, I'm here to sell you beer. And maybe some wine if you'd have it. But you need to organise some guild representation as well, you know. You can't open a tavern in this part of the world without some kind of guild representation, and I've been sent down here by the boss to take some details, maybe, and let you know of our annual subscription fee.
Aye. How much is it?
Aye, it's about 100 gold pieces a year,
What, for
but
for unlimited drinks?
no, for the access to the drinks.
Oh. And the drinks
But don't
themselves?
worry. like I said, I've got some avenues opening up to me that might be a little bit risque, shall we say, and I kind of want you chaps to maybe take a bit of a gamble and see if you can sell this spirit for me.
What are the stakes?
Well, not stakes. It's an unknown region of the world that a lot of people thought had vanished in the mists of time, as it were. Have you ever heard of a place called Barovia?
No, I can't say I have. Never.
Well, recently I had this person knock on my door at the guildmaster's house, and he said, "Hey, I'm from Barovia. We've just opened up trade again. We got this wonderful wine we'd like to sell for us, but we don't know how to do it." So they let me taste it. I have to say, it's pretty good stuff.
I turn to the party and I ask, is wine just a wee bit classy for this place or not?
We are near the upper crust area, as it were, so it might draw in the hoity-toity crowd.
Aye, mate, you're up north, don't forget. You're not down by the dockward. This is no skewed dragon.
That's true.
That
We
is
might
true.
need some finey winey to pull in the hoity-toities.
Well, like I said, it's kind of an exceptional wine. Not a lot of people have heard about it, so a lot of the taverns around here are a little bit sceptical of taking more on. You know, they usually stick with the usual summer fare. But this Barovian stuff's quite sweet, I got to say.
All right, pal. Let's talk money then. I will take it.
Right, what I'll do for you then is how about we do as a pay as you go? I'll give you the barrels of wine and ale. You sell it. You give me a percentage.
That percentage being 1%.
Oh, no chance, man. I've got to pay for this stuff to come over from Barovia. It's quite a distance to come from. But, you know, we can work something out. Maybe 60-40.
In whose favour?
Yours for now. If it takes off, I might have to put the price up. But for now, we'll say you.
Let's call it 70-30. From
I can see where this is
Glasgow.
going. Let's try and split the difference. 65-35.
I look to the party. I look to the treasurer.
Treasurer nods.
All right, pal. You've got yourself a deal.
Bear in mind, of course, you can set the price of this. You know, like there's a minimum, of course, but if you want to sell above that, then you're more than welcome to. But like I said, it's not well known, so you're taking a bit of a gamble. But trust me, once they taste it, they'll love it.
Have you tasted it?
Oh, aye. Not my sort of flavour. I'm more of an ale man myself. Like I said, I brew my own. And I'll be supplying some of that for you guys as well. But yeah, this wine stuff is not bad.
All right, pal. Let's shake on it, aye.
Aye, let's shake.
I put
He
my
shakes
hand
your
out.
hand and pulls
Alright.
out this big sort of ledger thing, starts writing down on it.
So how?
And he gives
how-
you a letter for the Brewers Guild. There we go.
Okay.
Read this.
I
It's just
hand it to the treasurer. The letter.
Starts reading through it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basic stuff, you know, like, you know, for your membership fee, you pay this, you get this. It's a requirement of all taverns in Waterdeep to be members of the Brewers Guild and to make sure that you're using proper tested, tasted goods. You're not sort of selling sort of dodgy sort of piss water, as it were. And for that,
Nice.
you'll get sort of inspections and stuff and advertised in their monthly sort of magazine that goes around and sort of advertising throughout the town. They start putting your name on it and stuff.
Is it called Brew Boy?
No.
All right.
You just look like you can handle yourself in a bit of a fight, guys. By the way, you look a bit kitted out. You don't look like innkeepers. How did you come by this place, may I ask?
Here and there, you know, did some favors, got some favors.
Oh, aye. Rub my back, you rub mine, like.
Aye, something like that.
Yeah, all right. I'll bear that in mind. If I need help, by the way, with the greyhounds, I'll let you know.
I look to the rest of the party. And kind of I don't really, my character doesn't really want to get into any such agreement with unsavory folk. I'm not sure if they are unsavory actually.
We're not unsavoury, mate. We work for the Open Lord.
The who?
The Open Lord.
Is that another pub?
No. The Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Ah,
The unmasked one.
the chaps in charge.
Yeah, Lariel Silverhand.
Ha. Well, if there's coin in it, I suppose we'll consider it.
Oh, aye, you always get paid for your time. Yeah, we don't expect freebies, and of course, if you're on our good side, it might get you a bit of sway with the City Guild or the City Watch if you're ever stuck
Now then,
or in a wee bit of bother.
now we're talking. You got anything going now? New? You got anything the new? Sorry, fell out of character then.
There's a few rumblings about. Bit grisly though. I don't know if you want to get involved in it.
Grizzly is my second middle name.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a troubling time. You probably don't know about it, but there's been a string of murders down in the dock wards.
Murders.
Murders! Someone's killing off the elf and half-elf sailors in the dock ward. 3 bodies so far, each decapitated by a blade in the dead of night. Look into it, will you?
What does what does the City Watch think?
Well, they're a wee bit scuppered. They can't seem to lay hands on the man or the woman. Who knows? So yeah, they've tried. They've been looking into it, but they've come up with complete bust.
I need to write this stuff down now. Is anybody writing?
Yes, I've got it.
Thank God. Aye, why not? Could do with a bit of extra coin. How much is it paying?
I reckon if you get a successful colour, you'll probably get about 200 gold pieces.
Come on.
I don't know what you're heading into, pal.
Exactly. Danger money, aye.
Is he worth more
200 gold
alive or
pieces.
dead?
No, I just stopped the bastard from killing. I mean, Jesus, he's cutting people's heads off. We can't have that.
I'm sorry, who's this Jesus everybody keeps talking about? Sorry.
He's a commoner. He's a friend of mine.
Aye.
Very smart fellow.
Well then, I guess we'll head down to the dock quarter?
Yeah, dock.
Yeah, the dock wards.
Dock wards. Wards.
Like I said, the things I know so far is that most of the murders happen in the middle of the night. So I don't know if you'll be lucky finding anything during the day, but you might find some people that have seen some stuff maybe.
Maybe we can hang around.
Aye.
Alright, fella.
Aye. Just keep an eye out for Stadget.
Who?
Yes, the Stadget. He's the City Watch chap down there. He's like the big dog from the City Watch.
Is he involved in this case?
No, he just sort of he runs about the place. I think he's got an interest in it because obviously he tries to look after the guild, the dock wards, but he's got his hand full at the moment. This Xanathar guild interim shit that's going on.
Aye, we heard about that.
Aye. What have you heard?
Well, there was a bit of a scuffle.
No, first I've heard of it. Mind you, I try not to go down the south these days. Dangerous down there.
No. Okay then.
Aye. Well, I'll be back in the next week or two with your first shipment of ale and wine.
Did you happen to bring any with you today?
Aye, I've got a small cask.
Any
A sampling?
samplings?
Aye, I've got a couple of casks. I've got a cask of my ale, and I've got a wee bottle of the vineyard from Barovia.
Well
I'll
then,
just go and fetch it.
who's got time to get pissed?
Always got time to get pissed.
Haha.
Am I right in thinking we've had a long rest since the pub's been being done
Yeah,
up
yeah.
in a few
Yeah,
days?
long
Oh, we have,
rest.
have we? Oh.
Yeah, I'd say so. You're consider this your sort of home base, as it were. If you're here for any length of time, then I'm happy to consider it a long rest, sort of just to
Alright,
give
pal.
you some downtime. All right, pal. So he sort of saunters off, brings in sort of a small cask of ale, and then plonks a dusty bottle down. It's got Wizards of Wine on the label.
Whoa.
Oh.
I look at the label closely. What does it say on it?
It's just got Wizards of Wine, and then sort of a dark castle sort of shape on it. It's just called Ravenloft.
Ravenloft. Must be a new line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get cracking.
Hey, remember, don't mix your grape and your grain, eh? Don't want it to feel sick, do you?
Is that a reference to my previous weekend?
Perhaps. Anyways, daddy buys, I'll see you later. Let me know if you hear anything.
Goodbye.
Bye.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
Saying bye.
All right.
Just as a point of interest, the sergeant, the big dog guard, we did meet him when the city guard busted in when we were killing those Kenku.
Oh shit. Where are you? Are we not in trouble with him?
No, he took like statements from us, and then he's like, "Yeah, bugger off. We've got bigger things to do."
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
You're not a person of interest. You could tell you weren't involved in the murder.
The murder. Shall we head to the dock ward, or is it somebody wants to do it? 'Cause I don't want to take over.
If I might chuck out an idea,
Don't throw me.
Toby, do you
Don't
think?
throw me.
Look at these arms. I can't even pick myself off the ground. Toby's gonna point out. Well, I'm a half elf. Why don't we use me as bait and see what happens?
Oh wait, is he only killing half elves?
Well, he's aiming for elves and half elves.
Oh.
Sailors.
That's
Eh.
So you'd like a disguise?
I have a disguise kit.
Ah.
So
Dun, dun, dun.
I was going to propose to the group that I be bait, and that I have my fellows tail me and catch him in the act.
Sounds like a good plan.
I'm okay with it if you are. That is a good plan, actually.
Yeah,
I didn't
just
even
don't-
think.
That is a sound plan, but you may want to sort of get some more information first. Hint, hint.
Yeah, that's very true.
Well, it's still broad daylight, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we could
You've got plenty of time.
we could go there now, get some information, and then go from there.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. I will activate.
I turn to Liff and I say, take 5.
You sort of just floats up into the ceiling. Go on.
Dock ward.
Alright, this is where things get a little bit theatre of the mindy. I don't have. I do have a couple of streets of dock ward, but
That's alright.
nothing set in stone. So I'll bring up the map of Waterdeep, which is loading now. 50%.
I forgot why is this yellow circle here again?
I can't see a yellow circle.
That was the warehouse.
The warehouse.
No, the warehouse is here. That's where it says warehouse. Do you see that?
Was that not the entrance to something? The sewer.
Oh, it was
or
the
something?
manhole
Oh,
cover.
yeah.
Manhole cover.
Oh,
That's
yes,
why.
there's a
That's why it's a
mine-
hole. Right, got it.
Entrance to the Xanathar Guild hideout.
That's the one.
There you go.
Ah,
That's
yeah,
the kitty.
It was a bit too much text to type, so I just put a hole there.
Hang on, I'm still at 90%. My connection's very slow this evening. I apologise.
Really?
Yeah, don't know. It's really weird. I've not got my BitTorrent on. I did download Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Wait, the new film's out.
Mhm.
Wait, what?
There's a film.
Yeah,
Well, I
there's,
probably
there's a
should-
new
I probably
brand
film.
should
new
say
one.
that. Come on, bloody thing.
It's not my
Sorry.
it's not my Raspberry Pi, is it?
No, probably not. I mean, if you guys have already loaded it, it's probably just my shite connection.
I'm
I'm
looking.
watching The Crown on.
Are we meant to be looking at a map of Waterdeep?
Yeah,
All right. Maybe reload the page.
are you looking at that?
Looks like you've dropped actually, Mike.
Yeah, I'm reloading,
Right.
and it's not. Nothing's happening. Oh, here we go. 0%, 20%. Come on, 8%. Come on. It's thrilling streaming right here. Don't give a shit on Critical Role, do you? Just get a load of dicking about.
That's what they do. Stupid
No.
program.
Terrible. It's 4 hours long and like 3 hours of it, them just sort of knobbing about. It's like, can you get on with the story, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I can't imagine what anyone would think if they watched us.
They probably think,
sheer
wow,
professionalism, they'd be blown away. Can't believe it.
there's
A lot of
about
dick jokes
jokes.
and titty
It depends how long they listen to it. If they listen to us at the start, they're probably like, yeah, it's not bad. By about the end, though, when we're all fucking annihilated drunk, then they might be like, ooh.
Speak for yourself. I've not drank any alcohol.
No, not tonight. But, you know, the Barovia campaign was heavy.
I mean, there's time. There's still a bottle of whiskey behind me. It could happen.
It could happen.
Every time I listen back to the ending of Strahd, I've got Craig. Ziggy gets a mansion fit for the stature of this goblin. He's like, yes, sir.
Huzzah.
My favourite part is, Peter, is that coffin on fire? And you go, shit.
All right. It's loaded up. Good stuff. Right. Here you are in the dock ward, as it were. What would you like to do?
I would like to try and find any half elves about and inquire in Elvish about the murders and see what the gossip is.
What the goss is? Well, I'm going to need a perception check or insight check, actually. You have no luck finding any half elves or elves, for that matter, this far north of the dock wards, as you're only sort of in the entrance to it. So, yeah, you don't have much luck. Middle of the day, not a lot of people about. Sort of everyone sort of seems to be sort of milling about doing work rather than sort of milling about getting drunk.
Well,
Okay.
Shall we have a Gandhi on the front?
Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Yeah.
he's the dock master.
Let's have a Mahatma. Right. Do we know where this has happened?
Oh man.
No, you just know that the silly dwarf didn't give you any details. Just that there's been some murders in the dock ward, so you need to go and investigate.
Uh,
There was a bar near, central.
yeah, it was the what was it? The Laughing Munchkin or something.
The Skewered Dragon.
That's it. Close enough.
Shall we ask
So
about
I
that?
frantically go back into my notes and start looking for patrons of the. Got it.
So we
Cool.
find
So-
we find.
Do you want to go to the dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me find the map. The map.
I think we got quite friendly with the innkeeper, didn't we?
You did. What was his name?
I have it. I'll find it. Shit.
It wasn't Emic, was it?
Skewered Dragon. It was Ted.
It was Ted. Well done for that. You can say you are friends with the barkeep. He'll be a little bit more sort of wizened to you.
It's got a really sad face and a blue hat and a weird
looks-
mustache.
He looks like. Has anybody ever seen the Polar Express?
Yeah. Looks
Yeah,
like
it is, doesn't it?
like
He
conductor.
looks like the conductor.
That's what I was going for. There
uh,
he is. Good old Ted, and his friend in the corner.
good
Yeah.
afternoon, Ted.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
All right, mate. A few mugs of your finest.
I can arrange that. Hang on a minute. He sort of scurries off to get some beers. Comes back with a big handful, puts them down on the bar. That'll be 5 silver pieces for you, mate.
I put the silver pieces on the counter and I ask him if there's been any commotion with the pointy-eared elves.
Oh, blimey, you've heard about it, have you?
Aye. We thought we'd
Well-
come and have a look. A look.
Far as I've heard, there's been 3 murders so far. The first one happened about a week ago near the Sleeping Wench. Second one
Is somebody writing this down?
Yep.
Second one was only 3 days ago, near the Bloody Fist. And the last one was last night, near the Thirsty Sailor. If I were a betting man, I reckon another body will show up soon. And probably near a dockside tavern again.
And
Don't know
it's-
the taverns well enough to say if there's a pattern, but if you can figure out which tavern the murders chooses next, might be able to spring a trap.
If only I knew the the taverns in this town.
Well, I can tell you that, mate. I know the names. Of course, you got to know your competition, haven't you?
Aye, of course. Let's have some names.
Just before you do, which was the second murder 3 days ago? Whereabouts? Which tavern was that?
Bloody fist.
Bloody fist.
The Bloody Fist.
Thank you.
Right. So, taverns. We've got the Sleeping Wench, the Bloody Fist, the Thirsty Sailor, the Mule Skull Tavern, Saloon's Smile, the Bearded Mermaid, the Hanged Man, the Pickled Fisherman, and Soaring Pegasus Tavern, and of course, us, the Skewered Dragon.
What was the one before that? Sorry.
Soaring
The Bearded
Pegasus?
Mermaid.
The Soaring Pegasus.
Yeah, you got the Sleeping Wench, the Bloody Fist, the Thirsty Sailor, the Mule Skull Tavern, the Bearded Mermaid, the Pickled Fisherman, and the Skewered Dragon.
And they're all in the Dockwood.
Yeah.
What about the rearing hippocampus? I've just found a
Oh,
list
that
of all
one
the
went out
pub
of
names.
business a while ago.
Alright. The Stormcloak Inn. Alright, those are in taverns. The Angry Coxswain.
Are you reading off a table there, Pete?
Okay.
The Glittering Pig? No.
Have we written all those down?
Yeah,
Cool.
I got him.
Thanks.
Do we have like a map for location wise, like how far away they were from each other, or
Aye, triangulation. I like the way you're thinking.
Right. Okay. Let's see. I'll see if I've got the locations of them.
I found the map. Can somebody
Right.
can somebody shout out those names again?
The Mule Skull Tavern.
No, I mean the
Right.
where the murders took place.
Oh, okay.
Sleeping Wench? Sorry, go on.
No, Sleeping Wench, Bloody Fist, and Thirsty Sailor.
Okay, the Sleeping Wench is located on Belnimbraz Street. Got that?
Yep, got it.
The Bloody Fist is on Snail Street.
Yep, got it. And
The Thirsty Sailor is on Fish Street.
so Belnimbra, Snail Street, and Fish Street.
The Mule Skull Tavern is on Ship Street.
I don't know where I'm looking.
Stellium Smile is on Deepwater Street.
Crikey.
The Bearded Mermaid is on The Way of the Dragon. The Hanged Man is on Net Street. Pickled Fisherman is on Boat Street. And the Soaring Pegasus Tavern is also on The Way of the Dragon. Don't ask me where.
So, Ted, anything notable about these murders apart from them being elves and, half-elf folk?
Well, I only know about last night's murder. The one that happened near the Thirsty Sailor. The poor lass name was an elf dancer called Star. He's one of the Thirsty Sailor's popular elf dancers. Her shift ended 2 bells after midnight, and she was found dead in an alley soon after by one of her co-workers.
Any idea how she died?
Yeah, it was cut off.
Oh yeah, decapitation. Classic.
Classic. I see no signs of distress. What, except the dead body? Oh, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I know, mate. You can probably ask around a bit. You might find out a bit more about the second and first murder.
Are you not worried something might happen here if it's happening at taverns in this area?
Being honest with you, mate, the only thing I know about all the murders is that it seems to be half elves and elves. Don't get many of those in here. So, yeah, it's a bit concerning that some madman's out there chopping heads off, but, I don't think it's going to affect my clientele very much. If anything, it's probably brought in a bit more business. People are trying to avoid the elven establishments, as it were, and coming in here.
Ted, out of the list that you gave us, what are the more popular elf pubs?
Well, let's have a look. Sleeping Wench, obviously. Mill Skull Tavern's pretty popular. Stellium Smile, that's the other one. That's run by a male elf. Bloke named Canphilon. Canphilon? I don't know. Elvish names. Yeah, the rest of them all seem to be fairly sort of human, as it were.
So I was jotting that all down.
It's alright. Glad somebody is.
Well, detective work takes a bit of note jotting. Anyway, how you guys been? Did you have any luck finding Floon?
Alright, pal, we did.
Ah, that's good. Oh, I hope he wasn't in too much trouble.
Aye, just a little bit. But nothing we couldn't handle. Returned him to his rightful owner.
Ah, Ah, well, that's good to hear. Good to hear. Can I interest you chaps in anything else?
I don't know what else to ask this guy.
What do you have any guilds around here? What guilds does your tavern use?
Well, we use the Brewmasters Guild. Obviously, you got to supply decent brew in this city. You can't serve any old crap. Obviously, we've got all the Builders Guilds, the Plumbing Guild, the Masonry Guild, the Carpentry Guild, and stuff that make sure everything's up to code, because you don't want to fail those inspections either. They'll shut you down quicker than a riot. So those sorts of guilds. I've got the Butchers Guild. He's starting to think now. He's really.
So what? There's only one of each of these guilds. Is that right?
Yeah. No, you can't have competing guilds, mate. If you have competing guilds, you're going to start getting all sorts of trouble. So I've got the Butchers Guild. They supply me food. The Bakers Guild, they provide me bread goods. Obviously, there is the Fellowship of Innkeepers as well that I like to sort of keep up to date with. They keep me me details on.
Where's the Butcher Guild?
Butchers Guild. You'll find that in probably in the middle of town, all right, mate?
Oh, thank you. Might frequent that.
I frequent that part of town. yeah. It's just round the corner from the Yawning Portal.
Oh yeah.
Familiar? Of course you are. That's where you come from, wasn't it?
First building I ever walked in.
Yeah. Anything
Well,
else, chaps?
Shall we move on?
Yeah, if you ask around, I'm sure you'll find some more information. I like I said, I don't try and get involved in such affairs. I just sort of keep up to date with the latest news, and don't want to get too involved in case it comes back and bites me in the arse.
Much appreciated, friend, and I'll drop an extra silver on the counter.
Oh, much obliged. Much obliged. Feel free to come back whenever.
Aye, we will.
Good to see you.
Let's shall we head to the scene of the latest murder? Murder.
Yeah.
Let's
Forgot what that was
agree.
again.
Thirsty sailor.
Sounds good.
Where is the map?
So grab a drink.
Sailor. Oh, it's there. Okay.
Yeah, so if you wanted to sort of mark out on the map where these places are, you're more than welcome to.
I have a dumb question. How do we do that? Because I've lost my pencil from the other one. Haven't got anything to mark.
Yeah.
It's on the left-hand side. There should be a little pencil.
No, I don't have a pencil either.
I do.
Do you not?
It's because we drew too many dicks on the Barovia
That
map.
was it. Your pencil rights have been rescinded. Revoked. I'm gonna do a thing here. Okay. Set. It is here. That is the Thirsty Sailor. Well, that's big, isn't it? That's what she said. Can everybody see that?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So you make your way to the Thirsty Sailor Tavern.
What's the scene like? From a distance, from across the street, I suppose.
You see a fair bit of commotion. There's sort of a gathering of people around. There's a lot of city watch. And you sort of as you approach the tavern, you sort of see down one of these side alleys that's been cordoned off and just blocked from view. Big boards have gone up. There's a whole raft of city watch standing in front of them. Clearly, it's been sort of shut off to members of the public. But the tavern itself is open and in business.
Toby's gonna pop her hood up and then make her way into the tavern. And just
As you enter the tavern, you sort of open the tavern, and there's sort of a dingy. It's the middle of the day, but all the sort of the windows are sort of blacked out as such. Not fully obscure, but they're not letting much sunlight in. It's kind of a dusky. Imagine sort of an old pub, that's been there for centuries and been well used, and it's got a fairly regular set of clientele. There's a heavy hair that hangs in the air and sort of smoke and stuff. It's sort of a musty smell, but you can smell the brew of the ale and the drifting over as well, cutting through. There's a large sort of amount of chatter going on. It's fairly busy, mostly filled with sort of half elves and elves and such. There's sort of signs pointing upstairs to sort of dances and stuff, but yeah, the barkeep, unfortunately, I don't have a map. The barkeep is sort of just tending bar, and yeah, so it's kind of a dingy pub.
I found the Doc Titty Bar, haven't I?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna just walk up to the I forgot the proprietor and just order a drink and then like ask him, what's with all the fuss outside?
Welcome, visitors. Oh yes, one of our dancers, Star, murdered last night. I'm surprised you've not heard. It's all over the city.
Terrible news. Is there?
Awful. I knew Star for many years. She was one of our best dancers. Brought in a lot of clientele.
A shame. Have they had any luck finding the killer?
Well, no. It only happened last night, but this is the third murder that's occurred within a week. It's terrible. It's the frequency is quite shocking.
And it's all our kind, isn't it?
Yes. There's all elves and half elves. It's tragic. Clearly, someone has got a vendetta.
You said this was the third murder. What do you know about the first two?
The first one happened about a week ago near the Sleeping Wedge. The victim was Sigurna Moontouched. Just an old half-elf fisher who regularly visited the tavern. She left the tavern a few hours after midnight and was found dead in the dark alley nearby. Tragic.
And the first one, was that another dock worker?
That was the first one. No, the second one. What's that now? 3 days ago. A bloody fist. Yes, Snail Street. The victim, I don't know who. Just a sailor from out of town. Apparently visited the Bloody Fist for the ale. It's the only place that sells the Mithraean or Pale Frey ale. She's found dead in the alley nearby the next morning.
And
horrific.
Female elf?
No, it was a male sailor. Tragic.
Oh, it is tragic. Did no one hear his scream in the alley?
No, although I'm not sure how much of a scream you can get out without a head.
I mean, did no one hear a fight against that? Because obviously you would have to fight before your head is cut off.
Possibly, unless you're taken by surprise. I guess. No one's heard anything. There's been no clues. The bodies haven't been tampered with. There's been no sort of sexual deviancy. Nothing. No clues.
Were the heads found near the bodies?
Yes, next to the bodies.
Oh dear. Anybody else want to ask this guy something?
Are you detectives?
We have an interest, yes. We've been tasked by the Greyhounds.
Greyhounds. Oh, thank the goodness. They are a wonderful group of people. They keep us safe, The City Watch do okay, but They do the real work.
Are they peacekeepers, as it were, or?
Yes, yes. They do the things that the City Watch can't do. They're like the special branch, if you will. They work directly under Alariel Silverhand.
I see. Private police.
Yeah, well, not private. People know who they are, but you know,
Mm.
can I get you some refreshment? Maybe you'd like a dance. Can you
How much
can
is
you
the dance?
It's a very reasonable 5 silver pieces. No touching.
Oh, obviously not.
Oh, it's a strip bar. I thought it meant like. Oh, okay.
No,
What kind of
no.
bar did you take?
Just get up and dance.
I believe your lion friend over there called it when he said titty bar.
He's like, that's right, with a big smile on his face.
Toby says under a breath, "I don't think they have their A game on in the middle of the day.
No.
I think
No,
they'd be a bit hag-like."
look, she's had a few scars, but that's no reason to be, you know.
You
Uh,
can't.
Have you got any elf dancers?
Well, no, they're not on at the moment. Star obviously was one of our best dancers, and I've had to send a lot of staff home. They're terrified.
Shame. Any idea where we can find? Did she have any family or friends or?
No, she just the staff at the bar. Really, she was quite a reclusive elf. She just earned her money, saved it. I think she was saving to go back home.
Where's back home?
I can't recall.
I'm out of ideas. I don't know.
Is it, Mike? Is there anybody else working the bar, like apart
No,
from?
it's sort of the middle of the day. This is kind of like the worst time to come to a bar. Everyone's working on the docks. No one's sort of drinking as such. It's fairly quiet. So there's just this one person, which is
I have
really
a-
unhelpful for you guys.
I have a seedy idea.
I like seedy ideas.
Go on.
See the idea.
You're a dancer at the moment. Is she elf, half elf?
She's a halfling.
Oh,
I
sod it, that'll
said.
do.
She's had a few scars. She's look. She's doing the best she can. It's not busy this time of day. There's no point. You know, I wouldn't put her on a Friday evening.
Oh, sorry. I'll look to go. I'd like to buy myself and my tall friend here, and I point to Athos a dance. If you might be able to sort that out.
He's quite a large fellow. Do you have any idea how big a halfling is? I'm not sure you want someone grinding up against your shin bone, sir.
Athos just kind of giggles and like, yeah, I mean,
You're more than welcome to. Her name's Tag the Hag.
Oh no!
Toby
Maybe-
slaps down 5 silver and goes, "Go on, Ethos."
maybe not my type. Maybe more for you.
I don't know.
This one, Toby.
She's
And
quite
he-
hairy. for a halfling.
Smack Toby on the back in an effort to like push Toby towards her.
And
Have
now
you
it's
ever
like,
seen a halfling's foot? It's terrible, frightening. It's very hairy.
and then just Toby turns and looks at Rex. You like hair? You have a beard.
Rex, yes, you're a dwarven fellow.
Aye, all right
Do
then.
something for him. Do you
I-
like warts?
I kind of wince a bit.
Honestly, I think she belongs more in a circus than upstairs. I'm thinking of following her, but clearly.
You know.
I lean over to Toby and I say, "This better be worth it." I say, "Aye, bring her out. Why not?"
Well, she's upstairs, sir. If you go into the first room, just knock 3 times and just tell them you've come for a dance and you pay your fee. Give them this, and she hands you sort of a little wooden chip
A what, sorry?
coin, a little wooden coin. Hand her this, and she knows that you paid.
Okay,
before-
how much?
Be prepared for the best 15 minutes of your life.
I tap Rex on the shoulder and I whisper, "It's on me," and then very quietly, so the guy can't hear, I go, "Get the information out of her.
What information? I don't know what was...
If she's a dancer, she'll know the other one."
Oh my god, this is going to be interesting. Alright then.
Fucking hell.
And they're like, "Enjoy!" And I'm like,
I stop halfway up the stairs and I look back at you with a really sad look in my face
I just,
You-
and then go up.
You hear as you approach the saddest, slowest drum sort of pan flute music playing somehow, and you think,
Aw.
this is going to be terrible. As you approach the door, you see a pink light coming from underneath the door. Dare you knock?
I knock 3 times.
The door opens up, and as you look forward, expecting to meet eyes with someone, you realise you're glancing at the top of their head. This is a halfling by a mere suggestion. This should be more of a pixie. And her haggard features strike you as somewhat repellent. Hello? Oh, have you come here for a dance?
Yeah, right, love. And I was just kind of... Oh my god. I handed the coin.
A gnarled claw comes out and grabs the... Oh, that's... Oh, lovely. You've come right in, sir. Let me entertain you.
I take one last look on the outside of this room and then I head in.
You walk into this pink room. Everything is pink. The light is pink. It would normally sort of make things look better as it sort of distorts the haggard features of most people, and the lines fade from their face under this pink, garish pink light. Unfortunately, this tag, the hag, is quite the wretch as she sits there in stockings, but her feet have protruded through the stockings because they're so fat and hairy. You can see various boils and warts and hair, and just not even hair. It looks more like wire just poking out of her arms. Sit down, my love, and I'll make you smile. She plops you on this wooden chair. You've never felt more uncomfortable in all your life as this thing starts to gyrate towards you. What? Ooh, no touching. Move your little bear.
I'm sitting on my hands right now, so...
Come on, lover. Open up. Let's get frisky. She saunters towards you.
I thought you said no
And
touching.
she's staring you square in the chest.
Oh
well, it's been a slow day, and I'm so horny.
Oh my god, my body language is that of kind of moving my head as far back as it'll go with my hands, palms, forward.
She turns her back to you. She looks over, flicks her hair, and looks over you, and you hear a slap as the greasy hair sort of flaps across her back as she stares. Oh, lover, I love this
my
music.
God.
It makes me feel so sensual. As she starts to
Oh
undo
my
her
God.
top. You better get asking quick, mate, or you're going to get a ride of your life.
Okay, can I ask you a quick question about Star?
Oh no, let's not talk about someone else. Let's party. She drops her top, covers both breasts with both hands, and flips around
Well, at least they're
and
breasts.
dangles her breast into your knees.
I'd really like to talk about your friend Star.
All right then, lover. What would you like to know? She
Did
was
you-
a friend
did
of
you-
mine.
I think we're going to start talking fast now. Did you know her well?
Oh, yeah, we were buddies, we were. She always gave me little tips and advice on how to dance. Check this out. She flips her leg up onto your thigh and starts gyrating what can only be described as sort of a scouring pad into your leg.
um, did she have any trouble with any of the patrons or anything?
Oh no, she was very popular. She always had customers.
I'm just muttering to myself, Toby, you fucking owe me one. Did you see what happened? Did you see anything?
No, just the other night I was here with my friends and she popped off and she left about 2 in the morning and that was the last we saw of her.
Did you
She
hear
starts
anything?
to sort of slap her breasts into your
Oh my
face.
God. Did you hear anything? I don't know what to ask her.
No, it was quite quiet. I mean, in here it wasn't. It was quite rowdy, but there was no noise coming from the alley.
So there was no special
Did you not
attention.
notice she was murdered in the little dark alley around the corner?
Is there
Blah,
a
blah, blah, blah.
is there like a back exit for the entrance for staff entrance?
Excuse
That's
me?
the word.
I thought you were getting frisky then, Peter.
No. Trust me, no.
No, back exit
I
for the
At the
entrance.
mention of back entrance, she jumps off your lap. She turns
No,
around and starts
don't.
grinding her horrid, flabby cheeks. Just they're not even like. It's just no.
Does she have any redeeming features at all?
She's got quite a lovely voice.
No, she doesn't. Anything else?
Well, what would you like to know? Just that she left and she got murdered. I'm quite upset about it. It's the third one. It's
did you know
there's
the
obviously
others?
got to be a. No, not really.
Right.
I know they happened in dark alleys around corners of establishments, and that's about it. Mm.
Well, I gag a little bit. Thanks for your time. But
Oh. Anytime, lover, come back.
yeah,
I'll always service you.
yeah, thanks. Bye. And I leg it, literally run out of the room. I don't even have time to shut the door.
From downstairs in the bar, you hear a door slam and the frantic rushing of dwarven feet stagger down the steps 2 at a time. And you see your friend emerge from upstairs looking ghastly
as
and
I
very pale.
Brutus goes, "You lucky man. You know what they say? Sex is like a nettle pizza. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's even better."
Toby looks at Rex and goes, "Why are you so sweaty? And why are you glistening?"
That's
Please
that
never bring that character or voice back, Mike.
That was going to be my character for fucking Frost Maiden.
Right, Peter, you're DMing. Doesn't matter. I'll find a new group.
Tag the hag, the wild rogue.
Meg, I had to clean my keyboard because I spat
I'm
coke
so
all over
sorry.
it when I saw your thing. It was great. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, no. I wasn't even
Oh my
expecting
God.
it. I felt it.
I've just seen it.
Oh,
That's pretty much it.
sorry, guys.
Hey,
Okay.
Meg, have you been in this establishment before?
Yeah. I've got a few friends. Yeah.
Oh, tag the hag. Okay.
Oh.
She was no help at all. Quite the opposite, actually.
You were up there a while.
I had to get my money's worth. I
paid for it. Don't worry, it's on me.
had to get Toby's money's worth.
Fair dues.
But no new information. She was murdered in the alley behind.
Ah, shit.
As were the other 2, Peter.
As were the other 2.
What, in the alley behind this pub?
Was it same alley?
No, it wasn't the same alley, but there were alleys.
All right, so I was,
Oh,
I was
right.
just too busy gagging at the thought of this the halfling.
Gagging at the hagging.
Did she-
gagging at the hagging.
Gagging.
The gagging hag.
Yeah.
What are you going to say? Sorry.
Did you find out what time she was murdered?
2 in the morning.
I think the sailor was murdered at 2 in the morning as well.
Ooh, but somebody else was murdered at 12. I can't remember
Yeah,
which
just
one.
Oh, she left at 12.
You make the call that all the murders happen sort of early hours of the morning.
Okay. Right.
Can
Would
we? Did we ask the barkeep? Sorry, if she had, because it was a dancer, wasn't it, that got murdered here? Can like ask the barkeep? Did she have any strange customers last night?
No strange customers, just the regulars.
Is this a woman that we're talking to here?
Yeah, the woman elf.
Oh, I thought
Oh.
we were talking to a very effeminate man.
I thought so as well.
So did I.
Yeah, sorry. One of the problems being a man is that I can't really create the female voice very well.
That's
I'm
terrible.
doing my best. All right.
You know,
Good
like
job,
to tag
mate.
the
Good
hag.
job.
Yeah. Alright, my lover.
I can bring that voice back if you like.
No, don't.
She went
No.
West Country and then she went to Wales for a little bit and back again.
She travels. She's been
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
She's been around the block a few
Literally.
times. Quite a few times.
The toilet block.
Oh wow. I wish I could drink ale with my eyes just to wash it down. Right then. What time of the day is it, mate? Ish.
It is sort of coming up to late afternoon, sort of 5-ish,
Right. Is it dusk yet?
heading into the evening.
Okay.
If you summon a flaming horse, I'm quitting.
Oh, damn.
Oh. Well then, I suppose we better go to the other 2 places. But I ain't having any more dances.
As
I
far
think-
as you're aware, the other 2 places aren't dancing taverns.
Oh, good. So she was this one was murdered. Sorry, Key Largo, could you move your token, please?
Me? Sorry.
I just want to see the name of the. Is it two Flask Alley? She was murdered on, I guess. Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was she murdered? Oh, I didn't. Is it right outside the back of the pub, or is it further down? Or?
It's just out back. Basically, there's
Right,
a small
okay.
sort of alleyway there that she got
Okay.
beheaded.
So.
Do you think
Uh,
it's wise talking to the guard people
Yeah.
as well before we go to the next pub?
You can. There's plenty of city guard around.
City guard, yeah, that's it. But they don't have a clue, do they?
Excuse me.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside and stroll up to one of the guards, one of the city watchers, and say,
You there.
"Good afternoon,
Move along.
sir.
What do you want?
I just want to see what's been happening here.
Haven't you heard? There's been a murder.
A murder?
Yes, a murder.
Who's been murdered?
Some elvish dancer from the pub next door.
Ah. Do you know who done it?
No, not really. There's been a spate of these murders recently in the last week or so. We're struggling to keep abreast of the chap or chapette. Very
Would-
difficult. Pretty much almost had to catch him in the act.
Well, how would you like some assistance, like some deputies?
Nah, it doesn't work like that, mate. We've well, you're not with the grey hands, are you?
Maybe.
Well, you are either are or you aren't, mate.
Well, aye, we are.
Right.
We've been asked to look into these murders.
Well, then we don't really need deputies. Then you should already be on the case.
Aye, logically that makes sense. I just didn't know whether you liked the grey hands or not. You know, with all the meddling.
Well, they can be of useful sometimes. Although, yeah, you're right. You know, it does feel a little bit degrading having to rely on a special force, as it were, to take on things that people think are out of our control.
I wouldn't look at it that way. Just something to make your job easier, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
So,
anyway,
is there anything you can tell me about this murder?
well, just a similar set of circumstances for the last three. Early hours of the morning, in a dark alley next to a pub, somebody got chopped off.
And where are these bodies now?
Oh, we took them to the city morgue.
Shite.
Unfortunately, due to the nature of their injuries, we can't exactly cast speak to the dead on them.
Did you?
I mean, you could cast it on a head, but then, you know, they've got no lungs in their ear to talk, have they?
That's macabre. So, was there any kind of forensics?
Forensics? What's that?
You know, where you kind of look around the body and see how they were murdered.
Well, the head was separated from the body. That generally is quite a...
Yes, but with what? With
well, some sort of sword, I'd imagine, or an axe.
butter knife or a sword or what?
Well, all I can say, it was a clean cut, and it was a single strike, so it was something sharp.
How clean?
But it wasn't quite as clumsy as an axe, shall we say, because we all know that taking someone's head off with an axe usually takes 2 or 3 goes.
If you say so. So, any suspects or any witnesses?
Nope.
No witnesses.
Usually happens in the early
suspects.
usually happens in the early hours of the morning, dark alley. Could be an opportunity of attack, maybe, rather than sort of a planned thing. Don't know. It's hard to say.
Maybe. So all 3 murders, am I right in saying they occurred next to inns?
Yes.
In the back alley of the inns in the early hours of the morning?
Yeah.
All decapitations?
Yes.
All elves?
Very similar strikes. All elves or half elves, for that matter.
Was there a fight put up by the victims or?
Doesn't look like it. Not much scuffling. The area was not disturbed apart from the falling body.
Could we have a look at the area?
If you like.
Did
Aye.
the elves have anything of value on them?
Nope. They weren't rich. Whatever money they did have was intact, left on the body.
Would you say they were all poor?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, I'd like to go and have a look at the murder scene.
No, he sort of pulls back the board, like the sheet covering the board. And, go on and be quick, be quiet, yeah?
Aye. Okay.
You see, you go into a dark alley. Even though it's the middle of the day, it's still fairly dark because the house is towering above you on either side of the alley. You see a massive blood stain where clearly 8 pints of blood is shot from this body, just pumped out all over the alleyway. They've not really cleaned it up. Sort of flies and stuff are starting to sort of be attracted by it, as it were. You sort of nibbling at it. There's the odd sort of bit of trash. There's a trash can that's sort of been knocked over. But yeah, generally the alley's fairly clean. There's nothing sort of out of the ordinary that you see.
If I look around, anybody in ideas? Anybody good at detectoring?
Can I have a look at the bin, the rubbish bin, just to see if anything's been chucked out in there?
Yeah, there's nothing untoward, just regular trash. It looks like it's been knocked over by the body that sort of collapsed into it. judging by the proximity of the blood.
Are there any noticeable footprints that aren't the city guards or
I'd need a perception check, please.
perception?
Is it survival, isn't it?
What for?
Oh, never mind.
Nat 20. Nice. Okay, yeah, you see sort of the faintest of footprints. Given the faintness of the footprints, you kind of surmise yourself that whoever created them was probably elvish in race, just by how light they are. Barely noticeable to sort of anyone else but yourself, as it were.
Just with the size of the footmark, does it look? Is it bigger than mine?
Yeah, you sort of surmised it as sort of a male foot, sort of broad, but narrow, but broad. Yeah, wide and long.
That's what she said.
Hey,
it,
Is there any,
it was a low ball.
Is there any insects or rats or
Yeah, there's insects. There's insects there. There's like, you know, you sense this alley probably would be frequented by rats somewhere, but they're not sort of showing themselves.
it's time for Dylan to get a lap dance off a rat.
I think these don't have a hag's rat behind the tavern.
Did you want to see Tag the Hag's rat?
No, I never want to see that.
You'd hear it before you saw it.
So what sort of insects?
Sort of maggots, flies and stuff. They're there, sort of trying to, you know, mosquitoes, big pool of blood. It's like the watering hole in Africa for the lions.
Could I turn into a fly and talk to the flies?
You can.
Yeah.
You have that skill, I'd assume, as a druid.
Yeah, wild shape. Magic
Yeah, you can, but you can't
Does-
fly. That's the only thing. You
Does
can't do.
wild shape give you communication methods as well?
Well, I have got a speech of beast and leaf as well,
Uh-huh.
but that means I can't understand them. I can talk
you
to
can
them.
talk to them,
They can understand me, but I can't understand them. But I could ask them to fly in a circle if they saw anything, which is what I'm going to do. One clockwise for yes, one counterclockwise for no.
Okay. Yeah, you see your druid companion sort of disappear, and sort of a tiny fly next to you. Oh. And you flop to the ground and you start talking to a fly.
We're going to tell him one counterclockwise for no, one clockwise for yes. Did you see anything happen here while all this blood's here?
He goes counterclockwise.
Oh. Could you ask any of your friends if they saw anything?
He does clockwise, and he goes off. Then he comes back
Did they see anything?
clockwise.
Clockwise?
Yep.
Can you bring them so I can ask them questions, please?
He goes off. Brings this other fly.
Your friend says you saw something here. How all this blood appeared here from probably a murder. If you saw a large male, go clockwise. If not counter.
He goes clockwise.
Pointy.
Was he human?
Counterclockwise.
Was he green?
Counterclockwise.
Oh. Which way did he go? Actually, no, that's not
he
yes or
sort
no
of-
question, is it?
No,
Uh,
he turns in sort of gestures.
Right.
Sort of
Michael,
flies
Michael.
off down the alley. What?
Finding Nemo moment, where all the flies turn into a big arrow.
No, they're not that smart. He just sort of you see he's gesturing sort of down the alley, but with no sort of clear direction. He tells you which direction he's gone, but there's no sort of like he can tell you where he went.
Did he have a big sword?
Counterclockwise.
Oh,
Hang on. Did he have a big sword? Wait a minute. No, counterclockwise.
did he seem magic?
Counterclockwise.
I don't want to be doing this all day and spoiling it, so I think I'll take the information I've got.
I'm enjoying this. Makes for good streaming.
Carry on.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to. Right.
Get the information from the fly.
Mike probably set up all these NPCs ready for us to interrogate. We're talking to flies.
Lists of things you can talk to, but you crack on, mate.
Right, 2 or 3 more.
Listen, Tag the Hag was born at like 3 o'clock this morning in a drunken stupor, so.
Never
So it
talk
wasn't
about her
magic.
again.
Didn't have a sword.
Did have a sword, but wasn't a big one.
Right. And he was big, not human.
Bear in mind, you're talking to a fly who has no concept of what big is.
That's a good point.
Everything's big.
That was a good point.
I'm just covering myself later when I look at the thing and say, "Oh, he's 5'4".
Yeah, that's a good point, though. Did he smell of beer?
Counterclockwise.
Did he wear fancy clothes, fancier than my friends over there?
Clockwise.
Did he jingle a lot as he ran away? Like, did he sound like he had metal and things in his
It's
pockets?
Santa.
Counterclockwise.
Go clockwise, right? I'll leave it at that. And poof.
And can we take a break because I really need a wee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I need to get over Tag the Hag as well. I need to shake her from my mind.
Me too. So we're saying rich elf.
Yeah. Well, no, he said counterclockwise for jingly things, I think.
Rich doesn't
But
necessarily mean that he's carrying money around.
No, true. He did have fancy clothes, didn't he? Fancy clothes, male, small sword.
Hey.
Got a bit out of that fly.
That's a good informant, that fly. We should ask more flies.
I should. Sorry.
I'll let you off. It's not as bad as usual. Have you installed a vaping filter on your microphone?
No, I've installed a silencer on my vapor.
All right. A
Vaporizer.
silencer. So you can murder people in
Yeah.
in peace.
Got a Battlefield one. That's pretty good. It's the first time I played it. It's quite old, isn't it, already? But
I noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need your Origin account name.
oh yeah, show me some tips and tricks.
Back in the room.
A
Hey.
Hey. So yeah, no, the assailant was well dressed, but there was no jingy jangly. But then, would you want to have jingly jangle if you're trying to kill someone in secret?
That's what I
No.
was thinking.
But well, mind you, if they were poor people, they wouldn't have rubbed off on at the time anyway either. So not a human. Gel, that's quite
A male elf or elvish.
killing other elves.
Yeah, it could be a half elf. Well, Mike said elvish, so it could be elf or half elf.
Do you say elvish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on description.
Cool.
Is everybody back? Is
No,
Craig
I
still
think-
here?
Yeah, I'm still about, mate. Yeah. I'm just yeah, kids have been in and out, so I've been on mute.
Bloody kids.
Gonna hit them with a brick now though, so they'll go to sleep for the night.
Oh, Peter, that
Imagine.
Kickstarter thing that you popped on, that looks cool.
Which one? Which one?
The one that got like funded within like an hour, because I was like,
Oh,
oh,
right.
this looks interesting. How long has this been up? Oh, it's been up a day, and it's like
It's up
how
to,
many?
it's like at 2 million hours, something like
Shit, really?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. $25 for like the PDF version, which is pretty good. And it's created by the Warcraft dudes.
Yeah.
So D&D Warcraft.
People are
Yay.
thirsty for D&D.
It's true. When you look at Hasbro stocks, they're they're doing very well.
It's not Disney.
Wait, is that the one that's created by Chris Metzen
That's the one.
that you posted?
Ouroboros.
Oh, I'm gonna have to give that a go.
Well, I've gone in for the book and the PDF, not just the PDF.
I might have to get on board with that because I didn't realise that was the Chris Metzen one, and the guy can tell a story. It's fair to say.
Yes, he is good.
Yeah.
That's why he got funded so fast.
Right, I'll get rid of these two turds, and then yeah, I'll be back. So carry on for a minute, and I'll catch up.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's silly money.
What's it up to now? Was I wrong?
It's up to more than 500,000.
I thought it was 2 million. Shit, sorry.
That's still a lot. of
Fake
money.
news. Yeah, it is. Was that 2 days? 3 days?
It's got 28 days to go.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
They'll do fine. Shall we try and solve this murder? Murder.
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 Yes. So the key salient facts, as you can recall, is that yes, people have been 3 murders so far, all happen outside taverns in the dark alley next door, or out the back, all elf, all in the early hours of the morning.
Ooh.
I don't want to give you too much of a nudge,
Okay.
unless you really need it, because
I think we should go to the saloon Smile because the barkeeper's an elf and he might be shitting himself and up for helping us quite urgently.
Yeah, and
Which
it's
one, sorry?
Saloon Smile.
Why that one?
Because the barkeeper's an elf.
Ah,
Might be
right.
shitting it.
Okay.
Or it might be a murderer.
Oh.
Who knows?
just thinking the closest pub to here is the Mule Skull Tavern, which is on
Ship Street,
Yes.
and that's
So
run
shall
by
we...
an elf as well.
Yeah, there's 2
Is that-
elvish ones. There's Saloon Smile and the Mule Skull.
Let's go to the
I'll follow the
saloon
page
thing
up
first.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, as you
Let me find
Right,
it on,
you
let me
trot
find
off
it on
the-
the map. Saloon.
Deepwater Street.
Saloon.
Hey,
Damn it,
sorry.
All right.
I've got no such place.
Deepwater Street.
Yeah. Deepwater.
I don't have a Deepwater Street.
Ooh. Hang on.
Is it Net Street? I also don't have a saloon.
No, that
thing.
was one of the other ones. Hang on. Bear me a moment. Weird. Yeah, it's definitely Deepwater Street down in the module.
My interactive map says no. Unless it's wrong. Okay, well let's go to Deepwater Street.
It might be the people who wrote the module was clearly pulling names out of their arse.
Obviously.
But yeah, as you approach the tavern, it's sort of getting late now. The sun's definitely sort of on its way out.
Is it dusk?
It is dusk. Yes, the lanterns are coming on. People are starting to mill about now as the sort of working day's done. And you head into the Saloon Smile. Quite a busy tavern, lively, very bright. Yeah, just roaring trade going on inside.
What's the quality of the place like?
Fairly upmarket. You notice that most of the clientele is sort of elvish, as it were. But yeah, no, it's a classy joint. But it's pretty small. It's not massive. It's...
I nudge Toby and I say, Toby's an elf, isn't she? Half elf?
Half elf, yeah.
I want to read the room, Mike. What am I reading?
Just a general tavern. Nothing out of the ordinary. There's no sort of gossiping, or as you walk in, there's no sort of sudden sort of quick looks to the door.
Okay.
There's a male elf standing behind the bar, sort of cleaning a glass, staring at you as you walk in.
I nudge Toby and I say,
sort of give you a bit of a quizzical look.
This might be one for you.
I think it might be, looking at the clientele. I'm gonna walk up
Don't
to
forget
the...
Toby, his name's Canfillon. You might be surprised if you know him already.
What was it, well, Ken Fallon?
I think so. Is that right?
Canfillon, yeah, that's right.
Ken Fallon or Ken Vallon?
Canfillon.
Oh, right, I'll waltz up. And I'll go, oh, good evening. Might you be Ken Fallon?
Hello, do you know me?
I've just heard so many good things about your establishment, friendly, fair, our
Is
like.
it my singing voice? You like my singing voice, don't you?
Oh, yes, I've heard
Is
many lovely rumours.
It's renowned. It pulls in so many customers. Oh, I'm so pleased you've heard of me. Oh, welcome to my wonderful tavern. Please, can I get you a drink?
Oh, yes, please.
The first one's on me, of course, sweetie.
Oh, thank you.
He gives you a fine glass of wine, sort of a rosé colour that you've not really witnessed in Waterdeep so far. You notice most people drink sort of flagons of ale and the occasionally red wine, but you've never seen a rosé glass of wine, and such a gentle cup, or a glass, I should say, with a rather fragile looking stem.
To comment, this is lovely. This is unlike anything I've ever seen in Waterdeep.
Yes, I'm the only one that serves it. It's a wonderful wine that's quite refreshing. It's lovely. Oh.
You're not worried about any of these murders?
Ghastly. Please don't say that too loudly, please.
Oh, I do apologise.
We're all terrified. What have you heard of it?
I swap to Elvish and say, oh, that our half elves and elves are being targeted.
Yes. It's quite frightening. I've never been so fraught.
And when nobody's worried in here, or is this place safer than the? I have to say, I passed by the Thirsty Sailor, and I must say it is a bit of a dive.
Well, see what happens. I don't know if you know the murders at all, but they all seem to appear to happen in the early hours of the morning. We
Yes, I
close
heard
quite
that.
early. We close about 10 o'clock, so generally, no, we're not that worried so far. I mean, obviously, a pattern can change at any moment, and we may be tempting fate, but I do feel safe. We've always closed early, so I'm quite happy to I think we're going to be safe. Yes.
Oh, that's very smart of you, and it would be awful if something were to happen outside your establishment.
Yes, I've heard that the affected taverns are practically dead. They're nearly, no one goes there anymore. Of course, would you if you were in danger of getting your head removed from your body? Shocking.
I'm supposing that and I say this quite well, that you're benefiting from all this horrible things going on. Have you seen an uptake?
A little uptake, I guess. But again, we close early, so I think a lot of the trade goes to the Mule Skull Tavern. They stay quite late hours. Alazin, he does serve that Silvery Moon blood wine as well, which keeps the clientele quite happy.
But would you say that establishment is upmarket as this, or would it be a bit rough and tumble?
Cozy. It's cozy. It's not down. It's not a dive. It's definitely not a Thirsty Sailor. My God, have you seen that place? Oh, terrible. God.
I saw.
I wouldn't be seeing Ted in there.
Oh, a friend of mine recently had a dance, and he.
Not Tag. Tag the Hag. Is Tag the Hag still there? Oh my God. I send people I don't like there as a joke.
Well, I hope nothing bad happens, and I'm just like drinking this rosé pretty quickly. He's like, thank you so much for your hospitality. I'll be sure to come back here.
Well, yes, please do, and tell your friends. I sing about 9 o'clock most nights. I do an hour set. I'm sure you'll very like it. I like to sing upbeat stuff, upbeat classics.
I think we should stick around and listen.
You want to stick around and listen?
I think so.
Oh, not tonight, dear. My voice is a bit crackly. And this fraudness, and I can't. No.
I was looking forward to listening to Mike sing
tonight. Maybe later.
Oh, well, we'll just have to wait and see. And I turn to the rest of the group. Well, I wander back. Is the group away from me, or have you got a table?
I'm kind of standing nearby. Can I just ask, was that whole conversation in Elvish? Or Common?
The barkeep was talking Common.
I'd like to check for any telltale signs of whether he's BSing.
Insight?
With an insight. Aye, lad. So, I'm just watching him intently as he's having this discussion. Nope, that's the wrong one. Insight.
Nice.
Natural 20. There is absolutely no sign of BS whatsoever.
Okay.
You can tell from the way he talks, he's very, very, very egocentric, and he's just happy to talk to anyone
who will listen. Okay.
Who will listen, especially, he's just happy to gas. Certainly loves a bit of gossip. So you can tell he's not BSing in any way.
Just that note, as I turn around, as I finish the conversation, has anybody got eyes on us? Like, just particularly, like, interested eyes, or...
The occasional sort of... you obviously don't fit the regular clientele profile, so yeah, you do get the occasional sort of glance. But there's nothing sort of untoward. There's no sort of malice or hatefulness sort of coming your way. You just the occasional inquisitive glance of like, obviously Brutus is a rather large furbolg chap. So, and you do have sort of Athos as well, most people tend to sort of stare at him with fear and wonder and amazement in equal portions. So yeah, there's the occasional glance, and you can see people whispering, but it's not like, oh my god, look over there.
It's not, oh my god, the hillbillies have come in.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
You know.
Get out of our pub.
I mean, I'll grab a few glasses of rosé and usher the group over to a table.
I wanna speak to the guy, the camp elf.
Hello, how are you, my little friend? It's not
Fine.
often we get dwarves in here. I don't have any ale, I'm afraid, but I do have this rather tasty rosé wine. Would you care to try some?
Aye, I'd love some.
If you don't mind, I'll give it to you in a pint glass. Not for the sake of my wine glasses, of course, but clearly as a dwarf you prefer larger measures. As he gives you a silver tankard.
I pick up the
rather
silver
than a dainty
tankard.
glass.
Fair enough. I start sipping on it, and I just want to ask him. So, what do you know about these murders?
Well, just that's unfortunately mostly elves.
Did you know the
been
victims?
No, not personally. I know one of them was a dancer, Star, from the from that place that I can't remember. Hang on.
Aye.
The Thirsty Sailor. I beg your pardon. Yes, the
That's the
Thirsty Sailor. Tag the Hag. Yes. Yes, New Star. She was just a dancer there. They sort of knew her from the reputation on the circuit. Being a singer, I often rub shoulders with dancers, and she was someone I kind of knew through acquaintances as such. But yes, no, the other two were just poor unfortunates, really. Just probably wrong place, wrong time.
Aye. You say you're a sailor?
Singer, dear.
Singer. Sorry. Has there been any trouble with any anti-elvish hate crimes recently? Any attacks
no, not at
or
all.
threats?
Not before this. Not before this happened. No, not at all. I can't remember a time when there was serious trouble. I mean, obviously you have the problem with the Xanathar Guild and the Zentarim, obviously kicking off every 5 minutes, but they don't tend to frequent this pub tavern, so it's not really a concern of mine. I think they've had some trouble there with the Thirsty Sailor, but then obviously that's such a reputable establishment, shall we say, has a certain reputation. I think they've had a few issues with the fighting there, but no, nothing here.
All right then. I guess I'll go and finish this drink.
I mean, you may want to talk to Al Hazin.
Oh, sorry, who?
Al Hazin, Medisong, at the Muleskull Tavern. That's also another elvish haunt, shall we say.
Okay, thanks for that information. I'll certainly follow it up. We must be getting quite pissed on this pub crawl now.
You are feeling a little bit merry. But fortunately, the stiff walk between joints is keeping you on the straight and narrow.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
go on.
no, I was going to say, I don't think I ever relayed to the party that I found a footprint, and then from what I can gather, it was a elven male or elvish male.
Elvish male, huh?
And this bloke here closes at 10. So I reckon our next spot, I reckon it's the Muleskull Tavern's going to be next target.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purely just because of and it's also close by to the Thirsty Sailor.
Well then, if that's your hunch, then I think we should follow it. Maybe scope the place out and find a good hidey spot for the rest of us.
Ah, but before we go, I want to go into the toilet and I want to make a disguise. If we're going into this pub, I'll separate. I'll say to the group, I think we should use me as bait. I'll borrow the lavatory here, disguise myself, and then trail in after you.
Disguise, eh? Have you brought some glasses and a moustache?
I'm not thinking. I'm torn between an elderly elf woman or a very effeminate elven male.
Ah. Maybe.
So what?
Well, it's up to you. Whatever you think.
Roll a dice for this because I'll either be the old woman. What does the party want? The old woman or the camp elf?
I'd go for
I'm
camp elf.
thinking camp. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go into the lavatory and I'm gonna do myself up with my disguise kit to look like a very effeminate camp elf.
Okay.
Is it?
Have you got a deception or performance roll you have to make?
Disguise
have
kit?
a-
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a disguise kit, but do you want me to?
If you can roll a deception roll for me to just to get an idea of how effective the disguise is,
Oh yeah.
I'll make it fairly easy. Oh god, yeah, right. You are the knight. You blend in. You literally come out looking like the barkeep at the current establishment. Yeah, no, whatever you want. You blend in as a completely different person. You even sit down at the same table, and your party are like looking at you, going, "Who are you?"
It look like I've decided I look like David Bowie from Labyrinth, but an elf.
There you go. So you see
Perfect.
Goblin King walk down and sit down, and literally the rest of the party, if they didn't know it was you, would not know it was you.
Well, hello there.
What the hell are you?
To go back to my normal voice, it's me.
Oh wow, that's that's amazing.
You remind me of the babe.
What babe?
The babe of power.
Have you
Who?
You do.
have you brought any magic balls?
Good lord.
No.
Well then.
Right, so you've established that the Mule Skull Tavern is likely to be a place of interest here.
Yes.
I'm gonna trail behind the party and go in after them.
Okay, so as you approach the tavern, it's tucked away nicely. There is literally an alley right next door to it, but the tavern itself looks quite homely. There's hanging baskets outside. The lanterns are well lit. It looks really quite cozy. Was quite an apt word used by the previous chap you spoke to. As you walk past, you look into the alley and it's literally pitch black. Can't see a thing. Like a very faint light, but it's pretty dark. It's one of those sort of things. If you've ever walked around London, you sometimes come across dark alleys and you think,
Yeah.
I'm not going down there. It's pretty much like that. It's Jack the Ripper town down there. You think, well, no, I'm not going in there. So yeah,
It's a good thing I've got dark vision.
yeah, the good characters with dark vision can see down there. Obviously, dim light. It's again, there's nothing really happening.
Okay. Are there any good hidey holes?
There are. Hang on a minute. The missus wants to say goodnight.
All right, Michelle.
Right.
Love you.
Looks like Mike's not letting us say goodnight.
All right.
So actually, yeah, she says goodnight. She loves you. Oh, it's me.
See you in June.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Are there any like barrels or anywhere we can hide?
Yeah, there's sort of garbage cans and stuff. You notice that if you look up, you see that there's a good vantage point up on the roof. If you wanted to drop down, it's not that high. But yeah, there's places you can squirrel yourself away. You'd need to make some form of sort of deception roll, perhaps.
Stealth check, I think.
Yeah, stealth check. Sorry, my bad.
What time is it?
It's sort of early, like 7 o'clock-ish now.
Oh,
Alright.
maybe.
quite
Yeah,
early.
it's still fairly early.
Uh, mm, 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 mm. Shall we go into the inn that we're at right now?
Do
Just for that final drink, that coup de grace.
yeah, let's do it.
Okay, you pop into the tavern again. Very similar to the last tavern. Nice surroundings, fairly clean. There's no sort of debris or anything there. The tables are well kept. There's nice padded seats. There seems to be a full range of sort of ales and wines at the bar. And something in particular stands out. They sell blood wine,
Blood
Blood
which
wine.
is a Toblerone sees it and it get quite excited because there's not a lot of places that sells this wine.
Ooh.
Hang on, what it's called? Silvery Moon blood wine. By the light of the silvery moon.
So
Yeah,
we've got a bar that sells the rogue's favourite beverage, and we've got a dwarf saying, "Just one more drink."
Just one more drink.
And this is where we're going to do the lay and wait.
Sounds good to me.
Greetings, my friend. Come in. As the landlady says.
We walk up to the bar. Well, I say walk, maybe slightly stumble. I say, good evening. Can I have some of your blood wine over there? I think you have.
Greetings, traveller. My name is Alhazin Meadowsong. Of course you can, of course. Would you like it by the glass or perhaps the flagon?
Are you saying that just because I'm a dwarf, I drink everything out of a flagon? Because if you are,
Of course not.
you'll be correct.
Well, we've had a few of your kind here. You know, you're always welcome. Of course. We like to cater to every need. So yes, a flagon for you, sir.
Is this a human woman?
It's an elven female.
Right. Aye. I'll have a flagon.
Okay. So yeah, she starts pouring the blood wine into the flagon. That's going to be 5 silver pieces for you, sir.
I put 5 silver pieces down and ask, "Is this made from real blood?"
Oh, I can't tell you the secrets. It's as you look into it, it's definitely a deep claret. She sort of gives you a smile. It's just the name. Don't worry, it's not made from blood. But I can't tell you all the ingredients, of course. Wouldn't want our secrets being stolen.
All right then. Can't be any worse than that halfling.
Not Tag the Hag.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Doesn't say that.
Don't say that name.
She has no clue. Can I ask what brings you to this fine establishment? You
drink.
I see you have a half elf in your midst of the party, but did she bring you here? It's not often frequented by non-elves. Not that you're not
Don't
welcome.
see
of
me.
course, it's
Gonna say, I didn't walk in. I didn't walk in with the party.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, it's not often we have non-elves here. I mean, you're more than welcome, of course. It's just a nice change to see you.
Well, I just wanted to try out your blood wine.
Of course. We are one of the few establishments in the whole of Waterdeep that sells it. So please let me know what you think.
I take a tentative sip, gingerly. What's it taste like?
It tastes like it's one of the nicest tasting wines you've ever had.
Right.
It's not your usual tipple. You are an ale man, but this is definitely something special. You are quite taken by it, but it is quite potent as well. The more you drink, the more you start to feel yourself buzzing.
It doesn't taste like my gums are bleeding.
No, it doesn't taste like your gums are bleeding. It tastes very, very nice. A fine palate, as they say. A nice perky bouquet.
Where do you get these from? This wine?
Oh, we have a supplier. That supplies us. It's a secret, I'm afraid. Not really one I'm at liberty to discuss with someone of your kind. Elves like to keep this secret.
Oh, okay. I'll try not to take that too personally, I guess.
No, please don't. No. It's not a personal jibe. It's just us elves. We like to keep ourselves to ourselves. So no. I'm not at liberty to discuss the purveyor of this fine wine. But you're more than welcome to enjoy more, please. And your friends. What can I get your friends?
I kind of look over to Athos, just wondering what kind of drink he would go for in here. If he's here. He's not here.
He's not here. He gets a dainty little glass.
I realise I've been on mute for ages.
Alright.
I've been here for like 25 minutes.
Oh.
Lurking.
Yeah.
Oh
well.
Mr. Flibble is very angry.
Some blood wine for my friend here, I guess.
Of course. Pours Athos a glass. It's very strange to see a creature of your kind here.
Athos looks back at you like, why does he get a big one and I get a glass?
Sorry, sir. I thought you'd be a little more refined. Hang on. And she pours the glass into a flagon and fills up. That's 5 silver pieces for you, sir.
He
Please
rattles
enjoy.
round in his coin purse and just smashes some silver down on the bar. And just absolutely necks the wine like quicker than you've seen anyone just level it back like
Gracious, did you even taste that?
Delicious.
Good lord.
So, quick question. What do you know about these murders that have been going on around here? We're kind of looking into it, you know.
Oh, you're not with the City Watch, are you?
No.
Oh, well, just that they've happened to mostly be elvish victims. That's about all I've heard, really.
Has there been any trouble, any suspicious activity, anything like that?
No, not really. Business has been pretty good. The ships are in town for the parade. They've provided quite a bit of entertainment and custom. The sailors on those ships.
Uh-huh. Oh, sailors. So these ships don't come in often?
No. Once a year. Once
a year. And when did they first started turning up?
Oh, a good couple of months ago now. There's a lot of preparation. They've got quite some wonderful creation. Creations, I guess you'd call them. Automated constructs, I think. They dance in the parade. It's quite fascinating things to see.
Just grab a drink.
And when is this parade?
It's Midsummer's Eve.
Which is
soon.
Soon, okay. All right then. Do you get many sailors coming in here?
Quite a few of the elven sailors. Yes. Like I said, the ships from Luskan, they've come in.
Elven sailors.
Yes. Most of our clientele's elven, as you can see, and yes.
What time does your establishment close tonight?
Well, we stay open quite late. I'd say 3, 4 in the morning, perhaps.
Okay.
Why can I? Do you plan? Are you here for the
Well,
evening?
we might stay for the whole lot, you know.
She started rubbing her hands together, thinking she's going to sell flagons upon flagons of this wine. Well,
Actually, I
I'm happy
suppose.
to accommodate you all evening. I assume you'd want some form of food.
I could eat a bite. Aye.
Okay, I'll get the chef to rummage you something up. Something meat based, I assume. Yes. Would you like some fish, perhaps?
I'd go for some fish. Bit of a change, eh?
Okay. Yes. We've got some lovely trout in just this morning.
No. Is it knucklehead trout?
I couldn't tell you. I'd have to ask the chef.
Okay. Anyone else got anything? I'm running out of ideas. I don't know what else to ask this guy. Obviously, these ships have got something to do with it. Okay. Well, we go and sit down, I suppose, and kind of discuss. Anyone got
And-
any ideas?
And now David Bowie walks in
Oh, okay.
and just sort of very camply prances up to the bar.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
You're
Sorry.
new in town. I've not seen you before.
I am. My name is David Dowie.
David Dowie. Pleasure to meet you, David.
Uh,
How can I
David
help?
Dowie. Well, I was recommended this place. I've just been here a couple of days, and they mentioned that you might have some of the finest silvery blood moon wine.
Silvery Moon blood wine?
Yes, that's the one.
Of course, yes. It's quite a crowd pleaser. Let me give you a sample. And she pours you a small glass to sample.
I knock it back. Oh, that's
You notice as she's talking to you, she's treating you much better than the dwarf and the rest of the party. Clearly, she favours the elven kind, as it were. You know, you get little samples and stuff. You get a lot. Yes, the finest wine in the finest goblet. You know, the nice silver goblets handed over to you, and you get also for what you'd think would be a much reduced price, or a silver piece rather than two.
Bugger.
I look over at the party, just raise the glass and then knock it back. just like cheap. Oh, they're quite the unusual clientele, aren't they?
It's quite strange. I've never seen. Well, I've not had a sort of a non-elf in here for some time.
Oh yes.
They're asking a lot of questions about the murders as well. It's a bit worrying.
Oh dear, murders.
Yeah, she starts talking in Elvish when she says the word murder. Yes, the murders, the beheadings. Have you not heard?
I've only been here for a few days. I walked past some ghastly business near another pub. I can't remember the name, but I do believe it's. You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you? Just from elf to elf.
Well, just that there's been 3 murders and they've happened outside Elvish establishments late at night. So I would urge you to show some caution, perhaps. Maybe if you plan on staying late.
I shall be fine. Don't you worry. Just a question. Where might I find more of this this lovely wine that you procured?
Well, that's one of our suppliers. Comes in on the ships once a month, and we get several caskets brought in, and we store it down in the cellar.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know the name of the ship or your cellar, would you? I might procure some for my private collection.
Well,
I'll give her a cheeky wink.
okay. Well, I shouldn't really be saying this, but yes, it's the Skewered Hand is the name of the ship, and it's brought in just by there's a winery called the Bloodvine Winery.
how lovely. I will have to. Do you waltz up? Do you know? Is there a protocol for it? Do you ask for a sit and somebody?
No, we've had established business with them for some time now, so we're on quite a good standing. I suppose if you were to talk to someone in the Brewers Guild, they might be able to put you up with a contact, as it were.
Oh, well, that's just lovely. I think I'll stay for the evening, and I order some food and a flagon of wine, and I pull out my what is it? I play a pan flute, and I go, you wouldn't mind if I played this, would you? Just as a bit of mild entertainment.
No, please, be my guest. It's always nice to have some background music.
All right, I grab my flagon and I park away from the party, and just taking a scan of the room. Do I see? I imagine it's all like elvish and.
Yeah, it's a smattering of sort of elves, half elves, but yeah, there's the only people in the tavern you see that are complete outsiders are the party.
I'm basically gonna play my pan flute and I'm gonna draw as much attention to myself, like make it known that I am not from this region. I'm just a traveler.
You get the occasional sort of elf sort of looking up inquisitively, kind of cocking their ear to you, sort of trying to listen to what you're playing. Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
And I suppose sort of they said they close about 2, so I just sort of drink and entertain till about what I think is the early hours of the morning, and I imagine that's what the party is doing as well.
Yeah, if you're sitting around just enjoying some food and just conversing, sitting down, keeping an eye on people, you notice that as the night sort of goes on, more and more people are getting more and more drunk. Sort of the voices get louder, a bit more rowdier, sort of shouting, not shouting, but chatting loudly. In the pub, everyone's talking over each other. So yeah, you kind of discuss the events of the day, and you sort of start piecing together that given the location of the pub, the clientele, if there was ever going to be another murder, chances are it's going to happen in and around this establishment.
I'm gonna wait till it seems about middle of the morning, and I'm gonna pretend to be drunk. I've been pacing myself and sipping it, and then I'll tip the waitress, wish her a good night, and then just like pretend to drunkenly stumble out into the street. But before I do, I give like the party a like glance as to say, go time.
Party.
What state is this party in? Yeah, my character's gonna kind of stand up, stumble to the toilets. One last pee in the toilets, and then kind of head out.
Okay. It's about sort of just after midnight. Fairly quiet.
Are we outside now? We're still in the pub.
You tell us.
Pete and Shards are outside.
All right.
Toby and Rex.
I'm not sure how a 9-foot furbolg was going to hide, but cool.
Well, I've still got.
Unless you turn into a fly again.
I was going to say, turn into a fly.
I'm going to turn into a rat again.
All right.
Okay.
I've got an hour, so hopefully it happens before I become a massive furbolg again.
Okay, so I'm guessing. It doesn't really matter if it's dark because elves can see in the dark.
Do you not have dark vision?
I do, but so do elves.
Yeah.
If there's any doorways that are kind of, set back from the road, from the alley, I'm gonna kind of hide in there, just sit in the shadows.
Okay, go to stealth roll, please.
Ooh. Please don't fluff it.
Who do you need a stealth roll from? Just Peter.
Anyone trying to hide?
If I'm hiding as a rat, is it just a
Hang on, I've got a
straight pass, or is it an easy roller?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you'd get advantage, I'd say.
Obvious rat is obvious.
It's the biggest rat you've ever seen.
It's the only rat standing in the middle.
It's a 9-foot rat.
All right.
He gets the shape right, but not the size.
Okay. Right. Anyone else hiding?
I'm not leaving the pub. I'm gonna wait in the pub, but like I'm nursing my drink. And I'm just gonna keep my eye on like if anyone follows them out the pub or anyone that looks suspicious or following anybody else, like anything that looks a bit out of place.
Okay.
Arthos will just sit with Lacargo and get smashed.
Oh,
Right,
this is going to go well.
It's going to go very well. All will be well.
Do I notice anybody in my drunken staggering, like, or hear anything? Like,
No, not yet. Hang on, I've got to load up the map, and it's taking its sweet time. 50% is hanging on. Hello. So I'll reconnect.
Have we got enough time for a quick cig break or not?
Yeah, go for a quick cigarette break while I set this up. If you want to
Lovely.
grab a
I'd
snack
like to
or
grab a
anything.
drink.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be back.
Go, go, go. You know, you're about to have a showdown with a murderer, so.
a murderer. I can't do it. I can't do the
Dagger.
Scottish one.
There's been a murder. It's really hard to murder.
They do it in Lord of the Rings whenever they mention Mordor as well.
Mordor.
The old
Mordor.
He turns Scottish. Mordor. Sorry,
Could be a-
where?
Yeah. Murder?
Moida.
Moida. Moida.
Moida.
There's
He's
been
a
a Moida.
moiderer.
Hey, ma!
Oh
That's
no,
really
that's not the
good.
map I wanted.
Joey was a good boy.
It's like I'm watching The Sopranos.
I haven't seen that in years.
Watching a bit of it, but I do remember everyone getting pissed off at the ending.
It's a little bit ambivalent.
Uh,
Nothing really happened. Ah, come on. Let me get my combat music going. Pew.
That tavern track's pretty cool. Right, you can actually hear people talking.
Yeah, that was Pete who put that on. Good old Pete. Right, okay, brilliant. My map's not working. Great.
oh. Sorry, the music just kicked in for me. That's really good.
That's from Aliens. Hello?
Was it Get Away From Her, you bitch?
That's the one.
What a great
Ah.
movie.
That is a
Brilliant.
really good film. It still holds up to this day, I reckon.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Okay, right. Player characters. So, Lacargo, and Athos, you're still in the pub. Rex
Le
is out on
pub.
the street. Toby Haran. Brutus. I'm just going to pop your tokens randomly. If you place them when I bring up the thing, of course. Yeah, if you can pop them where they are. Where is the... Ooh, it's a lot of dice. What the hell? That's not the token I used. That's not the token. Shit. Well, okay. Odd. Bear me a moment. Is Pete back yet? Is he on mute?
I don't think he's back.
No, I
Fair
think
enough.
he's.
Good. Good. That means I still have time to create a handout. For some reason, the token I've edited for the person is not the one it should be. So it looks completely
Oh.
different from what you're actually fighting, and I can't change it, and I don't know why. Stupid Foundry. Da-da-da. Perfect. All right. I'm gonna need. Shit. What am I looking for? All right. Activate. There we go.
Oh,
Oh crap! Have I done it again?
What's happened?
Uh,
Oh.
there you go. Can you guys see everything?
I'm on the
Yep.
roof.
I'm on
Yeah,
the
you guys
roof.
are in the pub still, so that's the pub.
Okay.
This is the seedy little alley. Brutus, where would you be sitting?
As a rat, I'd probably be poking my head out of one of the drains.
All right, so put yourself where you want to go.
Put me out of this drain here. Oh no, hang on, this bottom one down here.
Toby Lochone.
I would be drunkenly staggering down this dark alleyway. About
Okay.
there.
All right.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm back. I was on mute for a while, but now
Good.
I'm back. I can't. This is the wrong token I've got here.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just dragged it in from the NPCs or the player characters.
All right.
Don't ask me.
I can't. Okay.
Uh,
Well, I
hang
don't
on.
have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
I've got level of exhaustion again.
Hang on, let me get rid of that. I can. Yeah.
Thanks.
There you go. All right. Cool. So their special take is where are you going to be, Pete?
Just here.
Okay. Cool. Right. As you come round the corner, Brutus, you see a rather drunk commoner of the half-elf persuasion sort of staggering down this alley.
I'm gonna scurry against the curbs, sort of in his direction.
Right. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, Bill. Oh, 7.
Okay, you see nothing. Have you got dark vision?
Oh, I've got actually can I use my inspiration?
Yes, of course.
12.
Okay. You see a shadowy figure. Dun-dun-dun. And you are. You
Whoops.
see a drow.
Oh,
Can everyone see
He's
that?
got a gun. He's got a gun.
Yes, he does, and he's about to attack.
Uh,
What do you do? You see him about. He's about to pounce on this drunk commoner. He's sort of staggering to the well.
I'm going to obviously grow full size.
Is that an action?
It's only an action if it's an initiative.
Okay. Yep. No worries.
And I'm going to also use disguise self to put another foot on top of me
Wow.
and make myself look fat as well. So I'm massive right now. And I'm going to shout, "Stop!" and shout everyone. Well, not going to shout everyone over, but I'm going to make quite the racket, so
Okay.
they know something's going on.
I'd assume Toblerone and Rex can hear this from as they're outside.
Yeah. I'm gonna run in that direction.
Yeah, I'm same.
You're not going to bang on the door.
Do we see anything?
You see Rex run off.
As I
Okay, we'll probably
okay,
follow too.
as I pass the pub, I knock urgently on the window and kind of beckon, and then start running.
Okay.
I'll give Athos a tap.
Right.
Come on, Athos.
Brutus, if you can roll me an intimidation check.
Ooh. I
Okay.
wonder what this commoner's thinking. Like,
Well, you see the commoner shit himself, just drop to the floor like a sack of stones, just starts cowering. Oh my god! Oh my god! He reckons he's going to get murdered, not by the person behind him, but by Brutus. So yeah, he just starts quaking in his boots. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! The drow, however, pulls out his pistol. Roll initiative.
a pistol.
I can't roll.
Bloody pistol.
Can you
This
not
day
roll,
and
mate?
age.
No, there's words in my way. Oh,
Okay.
have I rolled?
No, I rolled for you.
Thank you.
Cool.
Is Athos just gonna chill again?
I've tapped him on his shoulder. Come on, Athos.
Athos is in the pub.
And is on mute.
I was again, you know. I said I'm gonna follow the cargo and just, you know. If she says it's time to go, then I guess it's time to go.
Oh, sorry, I'm moving.
And he rolls a 22 with his pistol. Brutus. Is that
Oh
it?
dear. Yeah, just about.
Okay. Oh, it does 9 points of damage. It's poisonous damage as well.
Ooh.
So, what does
I think you get some disadvantages there. Poisoned. A poisoned creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Brill.
Actually, no, he's not going to move. He's going to move there. Cool. Hang on. shit, push wrong button. Oh no, oh no. Right. Toby Larone, your go. Or David Dowie.
I'm very pleased with that name.
Is that your new
I'm-
character now?
Yeah, that's my that's the disguise. It's David. Was it David Dowie? I'm gonna I'm gonna attack him with my dagger, but I'm also gonna cast Booming Blade on it. So we'll see if this hit.
I feel
Damn
like
you
that
hit.
needs to be your next bard, that Shard.
Yeah,
David Dowie.
I do have a bard lined up, and I'll roll. Oh, I get sneak attack as well. Because actually, no, I don't get sneak attack. It has to be 5 feet, doesn't it?
That was a roller coaster of emotions there, Shadia.
Yeah.
The 19 does hit. So
All right. Do. Once per turn, you can. No, I don't get sneak attack. Bollocks. I'll roll damage. It should just be 6 points of damage.
okay.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to do. Shit, what can I do? I can disengage. I'm going to disengage and I'm going to climb up the roof.
Okay.
If I
Does-
can do.
You disengage, so I can't get an opportunity attack.
Yep. So I'm on the roof.
Okay. Okay. As you swing the blade down, it hits, pierces her armor, and just sort of nicks him a bit. Ugh. As you disengage and sprint up the roof.
Yeah. I'll just have a quick. Nope. Never mind. No, I had a.
You need to roll an acrobatics check as well.
Oh, right.
Because you
So
might
I was
have run
reading
up the
about
roof
the
and trip.
booming blade.
Have you got like spider climb or something
Oh no.
with your mad rogue skills?
Have you
Well,
not?
it'd be an No, it'd be an action,
Okay.
wouldn't it?
Well, to climb up the roof, onto the roof.
Yeah, if it's 10 feet up, because that's all I've got left of my.
Yeah, you
well,
don't manage it anyway, because with an 8 you kind of don't quite get the grip you need.
fall
So
on my
you,
ass.
you go, well, you don't fall on your ass, but you kind of jump up to sort of scurry up the roof, and you just can't get the handholds, and you just sort of slide down, and you have sort of standing against the wall like, oh shit.
So I'm there, aren't I?
Yeah. And that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
La Cargo.
Just check I'm not on mute. I'm gonna move down. Try to move down to here. Why can't I move? No, I have to do it. So yeah.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the baddie, on the drow.
Okay.
So I'll just cast that. Why is it coming up 3 times? Anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it. I don't think I've got to do any roll for it to work because it's more something else. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna try and attack with my longbow.
Alright.
Seven. I take it that doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't. The arrow sort of whistles through the air over the heads of everyone, and you hear it sort of splinter and crack onto sort of a wall in the distance. Is
Yay.
that your go?
I think so. Yes, I think that'll be it. Yeah.
Okay. Rex. Rex.
Is that a fountain there?
It's like a well.
So there's water in it.
Yeah.
1 sec. I am going to. That range on that. 30 feet. Where's my erase? Right. Okay. So I'm gonna cast. Never done this before. Let's see. I'm going to cast Shape Water.
Okay.
Place measured template. Okay. I guess yeah. So I'm gonna cast Shape Water and I wave my hands through the air, and I envision the water as it kind of begins to snake out of the well, and around around where this guy is standing.
Mhm.
Kind of it just forms a puddle underneath him, and then I'm gonna freeze it.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Dillamino.
Oh yeah.
If it's gonna, is it gonna? All right, here we go. Sorry, I just clicked it twice, thrice even.
You are allowed.
Come on, Jesus, so many clicks. 5 points of healing.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So with the frozen water, I'm assuming there's some kind of disadvantage.
Well, I guess if he tries to run away or move, in fact, it's just going to be because this is not just any ice. This is sorcerer ice.
Sorcerer ice. Okay. Is that your gore?
Yes.
Brutus.
Right. So with obviously disadvantage.
Yep.
Think I'm gonna.
Sorry, but sorry. If he tries to move, he needs to do a DC 10 acrobatics check or fall prone, and it's
Okay.
also difficult terrain.
Right.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to him with my axe. Is that wrong? Oh, all right, got in chat.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yeah, roll again. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Cool.
is that no target
Cool.
thing?
I know that's weird. That I think I have to target the
Yeah,
person
weird.
maybe.
As you bring the axe down, it sort of glances off his cloak, and you just feel air as it slices through, and nothing connects.
Oh dear.
You're saying that in character.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Is that it?
Let me just check my bonus actions after that.
You know you can take your bonus action before your action, right?
Yeah,
If you ever need to.
forgot. Oh, I'm gonna hidden step. I'll find I move 5 foot. So I've got 25 foot. Invisible until start of my next turn. I'm going to move around this corner here.
I suppose there's no sort of opportunity attacks with Misty Step.
No, I'm invisible until
Hidden step is different.
Hidden Step, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, hidden step. Invisible until start of my next turn. So I'm invisible, obviously, from now till.
Cool.
Yeah, that's me.
Athos.
Athos sees Le Cargo running that direction, so he's going to follow suit.
Yeah, as you run around the corner, you see her fire off a bow.
So, I mean, if I've seen her firing a bow, I'm going to start pulling a javelin. And as I get round here, I'm assuming it's the dodgy-looking drow elf is about to get javelined to the face.
To the face.
See what this does. As he launches a javelin into thin air by the look of things.
Flying past him, over his head, and sort of lodges into a wall behind him.
That's what happens when you sprint and try and throw javelins at the same time, you know? It's just not... It's not really conducive for accurate throws, is it?
No. Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right. Next round, the drow elf is going to attack. With the scimitar. He's going to attack Toby Hlorowan. Oh! Brings the scimitar down, clangs against the ground, and you can see the vibration sort of rack it through the drow, and where he looks like he was going to be able to pull off a second strike, he doesn't. He's rattled by this strike, and it's the end of his turn.
Oh,
Toby
nice.
Hlorowan.
It's gonna be another dagger with the blue booming blade.
Okay. He looks pretty pissed off, by the way, the fact that he's just sort of jarred his arm.
I was hoping he was going to run away.
It's a miss.
And I'm going to disengage, and I'm going to run and hide behind the well.
Okay.
Oh, I can't grab me. Why can't I grab me?
You need to click the little square.
Oh yeah, there we go. And that's me done.
Okay. All right. Le Cargo. Bring the noise.
I don't know about that. I can't bloody hit anything. I can change weapons, can I, without using an action?
I assume so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get a bit closer.
Oh,
blimey!
Not that close. And
darling.
I'm gonna try and axe him high. Let's axe the bugger. 10. Take it that.
You bring the axe down through the air and just swipe a cloak again.
Oh dear.
There's no connection is felt as you bring the axe through the air.
It's rubbish, isn't it? Okay. Can I? I can with these ones. I can attack twice. Yeah. So
okay.
I'm gonna go with my dagger in my other hand, and hope that I can land something.
Okay.
12.
12. That's also again you've pulled the dagger around to go for the side, and you sort of almost come in for a hug as you miss.
Yeah, I love this character. She's shit in combat. Right, okay, that's me done.
She'll get better as she levels. Rex.
Yeah.
Rex.
Rex. Is just gonna say, this is for you, Tag, and he's gonna run right at this drow and shove.
Okay.
Which means shove is... Really should research these things before doing them. Shoving a creature. Using the attack action, you take a special melee attack. Either knock it prone or push away from you. So, does he have disadvantage because he's standing on ice?
Yeah, I'd probably say so. It's difficult terrain.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a strength check, and you can choose strength or athletics or acrobatics. So I do athletics. You do athletics or acrobatics. This is not my strong point at all.
I'm going to say acrobatics.
Okay, athletics. So we'll do straight up contest. Fuck!
And I've got disadvantage, right? So I've got.
I assume so. It's your call.
Okay, yeah, I'll say disadvantage on ice.
So I was gonna barrel into him, her.
As you barrel into him, he sort of just sidesteps as you slide past on the ice.
Ah, shit.
And you sort of look at him as you go past, like, oh, that didn't work.
Okay.
You're trying to rip his feet off there.
And as I sail past, I just shout, "Take him alive!" And that's me gone. That's me done.
You hear the drow elf just chuckle. Brutus, as you reappear into the material plane, what do you do?
I'm going to do. I'm going to attack him with ice as well. I'm going to do ice knife, which creates a shard of ice and fling at a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, target takes 1d10 piercing damage. On a miss, no, I'm not going to do that. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to poison spray, which I've used before.
Okay.
It's a bit like a shrapnel grenade, that ice dagger, when you read into it. Which kill more of us than him. Right.
He's spraying poison all over us.
No, it's just like a Spider-Man just puffing his nose.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah, he fails. So he takes one point of damage.
1 point damage.
Yeah, that's right.
That's good, isn't it?
He rolled a 1 on it. But he's also poisoned, though, right?
Doesn't actually say. It's a bit of. Well, it's poison damage, yeah. So.
So he's poisoned.
I would have thought he's poisoned.
Yeah.
If it hits.
1 point of poison damage.
Anything else?
Uh,
As you spray a cloud of mist into his eyes, you see him sort of shake a bit, but it has little effect.
no, that's me.
All right. Athos.
Athos is going to move up here and stab the guy
Okay. Direct.
with another
Cold.
javelin. Hopefully, at least 19
That is a hit.
for 5 points of damage.
You bring the javelin through the air. And you basically slice him on his bicep as it cuts through. He lets out a little sort of, but again he's a little phased. Doesn't feel
He
it.
just sliced his bicep off.
Well, no, he's just sort of grazed it.
Alright.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. New round. He's going to attack Athos with his scimitar. Tick. Disadvantage. 11.
Nope.
Okay, he's going to attack with his scimitar with a second attack again as he brings it through the air. 13.
That might be enough, actually. 2 seconds. Trying to work this out.
Double click your
Is it?
token.
No, 13's not enough. It's 14.
Okay, he brings the scimitar down again. He sort of just. You hear the rush of the blade sweep past your ear, but fortunately nothing connects. And it is Toby Larone's go. Where's Toby?
Where is she?
Oh, you're hiding.
Oh.
She's hiding.
And I will move up here and I will attack again with my dagger. See booming blade. 14.
It's a miss. You bring the blade through the air and nothing.
Oh, right. I disengage and I go back to my hidey hole. Because, yeah, that's as far as I can get. Actually, no. I can hide, can't I? I've still got 10 feet. Can I hide? But can I just duck into the darkness of the corner and just sort of like press myself up as much as I can against the building and
Yeah.
hide? Okay, I'm hidden. I think.
You don't have to roll anything.
Uh,
No stealth rolls or anything.
yeah, it'd be a stealth roll, wasn't it? If I'm trying to hide.
Yeah. Against his passive perception, which is. Yeah, you sort of blend into the shadows, and you kind of get the impression that he's got other things on his mind rather than a random elf.
And that's me done.
Okie doke. Larcargo. Bring in the noise.
Well. I think I'm gonna forget the weapons, and I'm gonna cast the invisible mage hand. I think this is it. So, yeah. How do I actually cast it then? I don't know how to actually cast it, but I'm casting an invisible mage hand, and I'm going to try and shove him with my mind. I don't know what kind of roll that would be, unless it says it there.
Strength against acrobatics, or
My strength?
Are you trying to shove him with a mage hand?
With my mind mage hand.
All right.
It's a special mage hand.
Oh, okay.
So strength.
Yeah.
Not really.
Shove is strength versus athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, okay. We'll do athletics versus athletics.
Okay. That's still not great. Right. Let me.
If it's any consolation, he's rolling disadvantage, so. Ooh.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was a 1, then it froze on a 1. 10.
Okay, you see the in your mind the hand manifest and push the drow sort of this way. How far does he get pushed?
5
I'm
feet.
just trying to push him over because he's in the ice, isn't he? So
Oh,
I'm more
okay.
trying to
Yeah, you
push
want to push him prone then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you push him over. He falls on his backside. Ugh.
Ha 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 ha. That's me done. That's all.
Okay.
That's it.
Cool. So everyone's got advantage on attack rolls now until he gets up.
Melee attack rolls.
Melee attack rolls, yeah. Rex?
While he's down, I'm going to grapple. So I'm going to wrap my arms around him and say, "You're fucking nicked." And I'm going to do an athletics check versus your...
Strength?
Oh, hang on. To do so, it must... Oh, yeah. Athletics or acrobatics versus my athletics. But
Okay.
I've got advantage.
He's got disadvantage.
So athletics, let's try this again. Yes! Yes!
Yes, you successfully grapple him.
Gotcha!
You, as you lay on top of him, he seems trying to struggle to get free, but he doesn't manage it at all. So he's grappled, but he's still conscious.
That's
So-
okay. There's a 9-foot fella wanting a word with you.
Currently 10.
Sorry, there's 10-foot by 10-foot fella wanting a word with you.
10 by 10.
The wall approaches. Okay. Right, so he's grappled. Brutus, it is your go. I assume that's the end of your turn,
Yeah,
Rex.
yeah.
It's your go, Brutus. What do you want to do to this
Um,
prone, grappled chap?
I'm thinking possibly finish him. Would Brutus do that? Well, I'm presuming.
Are you,
Look,
are you,
look,
are you
look.
lawful good? Because apparently that goes against your character.
No,
if
I'm
it is for
neutral
the greater good. Neutral good. Oh well.
Yeah. And also, because I'm poisoned, do I still have disadvantage even though if I use a melee attack, it's with advantage? How does that work?
Attack rolls and
Would that
ability.
count?
Attack rolls and ability checks are disadvantaged.
But would that? Yeah, but it's going against. Say he'd get advantage though because he's prone. So would he then? Would that cancel?
It
the
cancels out. Yeah.
disadvantage out?
You just get a normal roll.
So it's normal. Can I just say just one word and see if I get a reply? Surrender.
Never. Scum.
Right.
He's
So
still
I'm gonna
struggling.
use my hand axe. And hope I don't hit
You're gonna start
Rex.
chopping him up while I'm sat on him.
Might as well. He's not for surrendering. Oh, I can't find me.
And make him surrender. Oh, please surrender. Never. Please, pretty please.
Can't see
If
the
only you
axe.
had something to restrain him with.
Like a dwarf.
I think I clicked to throw my axe last time, you know, it's not in me.
So
Oh,
you
my word.
chucked your axe in. Donk.
And now I'm searching my pockets frantically. I'm sure I had an axe here somewhere.
Searching your pockets is a full action, Dylan.
It's gone.
Especially with your 10-foot
Yeah.
wide hand.
Did you eat it?
Oh, here we
Loved
go.
it.
Got it. Got it. So normal. Ooh, 20.
20's a hit. Dirty 20.
Oh,
Oh,
for 3.
takes 3 points of damage. Did you have a slice with the axe, a quick slice, because you don't want to make it too dramatic. Yeah, it connects. You can feel it sort of bite into flesh, but it's not anything. The damn thing. Ooh. Yeah, there's nothing. He's still quite fine. Is that
Bugger.
your go?
It is, yeah.
Athos.
Right. So is he grappled at this point?
Yep.
He is grappled, yeah.
Right. So I get advantage, right, to stab him in the head.
You also get advantage to keeping him alive.
Do I want to keep him alive, though?
Wanted murderer.
Exactly. All the more reason that, doesn't really have honor, does he? I think he deserves to die.
Fair trial.
I'm going to stab him in the leg and try and incapacitate his ability to run
Yes.
away. I think that's the... Oop. Well, that went well.
Somehow you go to stab his leg and end up just missing and sort of stabbing the ground.
Damn it.
Not sure what happened there, but yeah, you kind of look at your javelin like, what the as he's sort of thrashing his legs about. Okay, so it's his turn. What do I roll to get out of this prone, Peter? Is it another
The same again.
acrobatics check?
You again get disadvantage, I again get advantage.
Okay.
20.
You are still grappled. Oh, I'm still grappled, I should say.
Yes. Gotcha,
Toby
you little
Larone.
bitch.
From the shadows.
I emerge from the dark, walks up to him.
Is it safe?
It is safe.
This is safe.
I was hiding
I-
over there.
You see a 5-foot dwarf sitting on top of a 6-foot drow.
I am going to, with my dagger, slash his Achilles heels so he can't run.
Very specific.
Oh.
Very specific. But yeah,
And-
crack on.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah, he's prone, so.
Once again. That's a dirty 19. Oh,
Hey, it's
and
Tag the Hag.
I roll damage. Oh, and I get sneak attack. So it's 7 points
Sneak
of damage.
In total, and that's okay. Oh yeah, nice. 7 points total. Okay, you sort of go for his Achilles heel. Unfortunately, with his leather boots on, the dagger doesn't quite do the damage you're hoping to, but you still feel it connects somewhere on his calf muscle. But he's still up and about. Well, about I should say. He's still struggling to get free. Anything else?
No, I'm good. I think he's sorted.
Okay. La Cargo.
Can I tie him up? I've got some rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna.
Would that be another acrobatics check, Pete?
I don't know. How would you play that, Craig? Tie somebody up that's struggling.
You're holding him though, yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah, he's being held. Yeah, it'd be disadvantage any check we do, but I don't know what sort of check you'd do against that.
All right, okay.
I don't think Craig's there anymore.
I think he's in mute.
I am. I'm
See?
not really sure, really. Contested strength to restrain him long enough to get the ties on.
Okay. We'll do a strength check versus strength check.
My strength.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's alright. He's got disadvantage, so
Yeah, you say that.
I would say more for the person holding him than
Me?
just putting it on. Yeah.
Would mine not be more like a I don't know, some kind of dexterity type check thing? Because
I suppose so. If you're tying knots,
yeah,
he is restrained though at the moment. So
whatever. Yeah, but let's do a dexterity check, and you get advantage.
Dexterity check for me. Oh, just a general dexterity check then, or
Yeah,
athletics, or
Just a dexterity.
dex. Ability check, yeah. Advantage.
Oh, nice. You get the
17.
rope. For some reason, the music's going fusty. Hang on. Oh my god.
You got
What's going
18
on?
tracks playing at once.
I know. It's terrible. Oh, the music's gone fucked. I want to turn the music off. Right. Sorry. You get the rope. You sort of pre-loop it so it's ready to go, and he's proper struggling. But you've managed to get the rope around his wrists. His hands are behind his back, being held by Rex. You managed to get the rope over his wrist and pull it tight.
Yes.
He's instantly
Okay.
restrained. His hands are tied. As soon as his hands are tied, you hog tie him. You're like, I'm not going to give this guy any chance. You tie up his feet as well, and he's just basically incapacitated on the floor, struggling to get free. But you know full well that he's not going to be able to.
No, I know my nuts.
Your not skills are far too good. Being a person of the wild, so you've successfully restrained the drow.
Hey.
Woohoo.
Yes.
The commoner looks over, amazed, staggered, still terrified of Athos and Brutus sort of towering above him, but clearly he kind of recognises that the threat was the drow, not the party, as it were. So he just profusely thank you. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I've never been so scared in all my life. Oh my god, I'm beyond words. I can't.
Pull yourself together, man. I shout.
He runs off and he sort of screams. He's just going to go get the city watch.
Nice.
While he's doing that, can I quickly sift through the drow's pockets to see if he's got any sort of like contract on him, any sort of hit list, or basically anything that will give reason.
Now we're talking.
Right. Oh, damn it. Sorry, I pushed the wrong button on my computer. And now, apparently I'm loading up the Old Republic. No, I'm not. There we go. Right. Does he have anything on him? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Well, there's no sort of contracts or anything on him. He doesn't have to seem to have any paperwork. He's got a few bits on him. He does have, of course, his pistol with 19 shots left. That you just picking up is quite hefty. You can tell it does quite a bit of damage.
I'll take that.
And also, you notice his boots are quite smart as well. Boots of elven kind.
I want them. I'm grabbing his boots.
No, I want them.
No, the boots of elven kind. Elven.
They're now dwarven kind.
No, they're
I'm joking. Go for it.
No, they won't fit. They won't fit your manly feet. Look at these dainty feet. And I'm gonna bend down and I'm gonna turn him to look at me. And I go, "Why'd you target the elves?"
I'm not saying anything to you.
If only we had a cleric with Zone of Truth.
He's not talking to you whatsoever.
Ooh. I lean over and say, "Tell you what, mate, unless you want these two tall fellas to beat the living shit out of you, one way or another, we're gonna get that information."
He spits on you.
I'm gonna whack him with my warhammer.
Okay.
Yeah, little
Roll
bitch.
damage.
While this is going on, I am going to put on the boots of elvenkind.
Just so you know, while you wear these boots, the steps you make no sound, regardless of the surface you're moving across. You also have advantage on dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna add those.
They're perfect for my sorcerer dwarf. I don't want to roll damage. I want to knock him out because I have that option.
Okay,
Can
you
I
knock him
just
out. You,
put in? Oh, no, go on.
no, you basically see Rex stand up, wipe
Yeah.
the spittle from his face, and before you can say anything, you see the head of the warhammer arc swiftly through the air and just clonk the drow on the back of the head, and he just falls silent and just sparks out.
Nighty night, you sick fuck.
As this happens, you see the commoner come around the corner with two city guards. What's going on? What's all this? What's happening? I hear there's been a murder.
Did murder?
Not quite.
Are we all standing here looking quite smug now?
Yeah.
Definitely. We prevented a murder.
We found your
Quick,
murderer.
tell me what happened.
This fellow was about to jump this other fella after we set up an ambush for him. He wasn't cooperating very well, so I kind of put him to sleep.
Right, yeah, that kind of corroborates the story from from this chap here. He said that he was jumped in the alley by a massive furbolg and a lion-looking creature. But he said something about the drow.
Well, and I turn him over, bloodied face and everything. There you go.
Right, and you reckon this is the killer, isn't it?
Very, very certain.
Well, we'll take care of this. I do believe there's a reward for this.
Is there?
Are you familiar with Vajra Safar.
I'm sorry, I've had a couple of beers. Say that again.
Vajra Safar.
I have never heard of Jafar. No.
Vajra, that's Lariel Silverhand's second in command. She's the head of the City Watch.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
No, not me.
Oh, sorry.
She's called the Blackstaff. She's the one you need to go and talk to regarding the reward for this. I think it's quite a princely sum.
How princely?
I think 500 gold pieces.
Nice.
In fact, you
Cheers.
managed to bring him.
I punch the air and I go cha-ching.
Yes, well, we'll take him off and interrogate him further and get some more information from him.
Can I get my rope back?
Yes, hang on. He sort of starts rummaging around in his pack. He pulls out some proper restraints,
God,
and
yeah.
hands you a rope back.
Yeah.
As you hear the commotion of more guards showing up, as they go to apprehend
Coffin boys.
Coffin Bar. So that's the end of combat, and that's the end of the Drow murderer.
Probably. I mean,
Probably.
we don't really know it was him.
No.
He just looked a bit shifty and he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He did shoot Brutus, though, so
He
that's not
did
great,
shoot
is it?
Brutus. There you
He
go.
instigated.
Yeah,
so
he started
fuck
it.
You.
Yeah.
Not you personally, Peter. Him.
Oh
dear.
man.
So yes, there you go. That's that done. You're quite pleased with yourself as you realise you're due a substantial reward for this.
We're about to come into some money with more alive than dead bonus, hopefully.
Like,
Yeah,
going to turn
that's-
to Athos and, hold her hand up for a high five, expecting one, but it doesn't ever come, so she's, awkwardly just...
Oh.
Yeah.
Aw.
Athos just kind of looks at you like, what?
What are you doing with your hand, human?
Yeah, like he puts his hand up and just waves, because that's the only gesture he really knows.
Oh, they'll just... she waves back a little bit, dead awkward,
Oh, kept her hanging.
Cool. Right. So what do you want to do?
We could
Bearing in mind it's 3.
probably go back for a rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you approach Troll Skull,
Oh
Go on.
shit! I
Keep talking, Peter.
was expecting you to say, and you long rest, and that's the end of the session. But it sounds like something's gonna happen.
Oh god.
Shall we all link arms singing sea shanties on the way back?
We're not that drunk, I think.
What can you do with a drunken sailor? Oh.
It's tag the hair, come back for second.
lurking in the shadows.
We've got a freebie for you, me lover.
Hello, lover. Let me show you my trout. I've got a surprise. I'm not a woman. Anyway, as you walk up to Troll Skull Man, despite it being dark, those of you with dark vision, you notice that there are several scratch marks. Look like rats, but far too large to be rat marks. But it looks like someone's been trying to claw their way into the building. There's damaged walls. The plaster's been ripped out. And Charles, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Yes.
Ooh.
Nice.
Day 20.
On the corner of one of the marks, you notice a little thieves' cant scribed into the wall, and it simply says, "This is the target." And that's the end of the session.
Oh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Oh, he likes me cliffhangers, me lover.
Da-da-da.
That tag the hag needs to be reoccurring. It was too cringe not
No, it's horrible.
I'm serious. That might be my character for fucking Frost Maiden.
to.
She gets banished.
An ugly halfling whore.
Ugly half or
Aw.
sorcerer.
Oh no.
Just
Lovely
before I
lady.
finish, can I stick some rations in the little rat den just in case?
Yeah. You go check back. You just go. You. Oh, it's the boss. It's the boss.
You're now king of the rats, you know.
Back,
rat
back.
He is
king.
now. To these rats, he's joking. Steady meal, shelter. He's the boss.
Wow.
You,
I
you do
love-
realise. Sorry, go
I
on.
love the fact that Dylan's got this little rat admin going on every night. Just make sure you make sure you feed the rats. Don't forget to feed the rats.
Feed rats. Make sure they're okay.
You
You,
don't want to
you
hurt
now
any of the
realise
rats.
we've got spies now. You've got little spies that we can send places.
Oh, ask him who it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, we could do, couldn't we?
You're
Yeah.
like the
you could
rats
do
will
next
put with
week.
the other rats.
I bet Mike
Yeah,
forgot
that's
about
right.
that and needs a whole week to come up with something.
No, it kind of spoils the cliffhanger if we start
No. I'm
going,
just fine.
you start pulling
I'm
at threads.
joking.
But it's
Damn
something
it,
to do next week,
Next
perhaps.
week.
I wish I didn't have to go to my family thing next week. I want to play.
I was going to say, as Shards isn't here next week, Shards is going to go and look into one of the reasons why she's in Waterdeep. Next week, while you're busy doing other things, you'll wake up and she'll be just left a note that she's gone to look into something of dire urgent importance. She's picked a clue, found a clue as to what she's looking for in your adventures.
Are we gonna crack on with a normal game, or have you got something else in
Oh no, I've got stuff for you guys to do.
mind? Ooh.
So it's like, because the good thing about chapter 2 is it's very sort of open quest, side quest thing. So I can say that Shards is off doing a side quest while you guys are focusing on something else. Obviously, the manor has been attacked somewhat with varying degrees of success. You still have to sort of talk to different guilds. You still have to maybe hire staff if you want a chef or whatnot, bar staff. etc.
Quick question.
So,
What's this pistol I've picked up?
oh yeah, that's a good point. Sorry. Craptastic. Let me find it.
I will say these boots of Elvenkind are great, but they're so ugly.
They are ugly
They-
as fuck.
They
but
are. I'm,
no one
I'm,
ever hear you coming.
yeah, because they're so they're horrible.
It's typical MMO though. You get some awesome kit, but it looks utter shit.
I feel like I've been Warcrafted, like oh yeah, the armor in Warcraft is great, and then you end up getting a mishmash of shite.
Well, I can't help that, I'm afraid.
No, I love what they do. I'm just like, yeah, these are not the prettiest things.
So is this a laser pistol?
No, it's not a laser pistol, Pete. Hold on.
There's a laser pistol?
Yeah.
No.
It's on the, if you
Oh, there
type
is,
pistol,
there
it
is.
does
Oh,
it.
shit. It's definitely not a pistol.
Aw.
It's not a laser pistol. Sorry. It's just a regular pistol, but the ammunition you noticed is poisoned. So you have 19 poisoned rounds.
Shit.
But it's just a regular pistol. You kind of estimate that it's probably worth about 250 gold pieces on its own. It's quite rare.
I'm not fucking selling this pistol. Are you joking? Add item. I'm going to be pistol whipping everybody now. Pistol whipping sorcerer. That's me.
He's got a gun.
Bullets. Very random to bad news bullets. That sounds good to me. Okay, poison bullets. Is there such a thing?
Because it needs to be loaded, I'll read this out. Because of the time required to load this weapon, you can only fire one piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally make. And as you're not proficient in firearms, you get disadvantage for if there's anyone within 5 feet of you using it.
I get disadvantage if someone's within 5 feet of me.
Yeah,
It's a pistol,
like if you're
not a
trying to shoot
musket.
if you're trying to shoot someone within 5 feet of you, you get disadvantage. I didn't write the rules. That's
Right,
what it
fine.
says.
I'm joking. Okay. Well,
But it's only because
Poison
basically
bullets, aren't they barred due to the Hague Convention? You know.
it's the Hague Convention.
the Luskin,
Yeah,
the Luskin
Why-
convention.
It's why we don't use poisonous bullets in real life. That if you are to
There's
kill,
bullets in real life. Can you imagine? As if a
they,
bullet's not
they
bad enough.
existed, obviously. Also, hollow point bullets aren't allowed to be used because you don't kill people in a humane way. It becomes like a, as ridiculous as that sounds, it's a very painful and slow death.
I've never shot anybody, so I don't know.
I imagine the bullet sort of opens up and rips you in two as it goes past you.
Basically, yeah,
Through.
it shreds in the middle of you and just it's like shrapnel going off on your insides.
Lovely.
Oh.
Nice. Yeah.
Lovely. I love stuff like that about real world weapons. It's quite fascinating.
Should we be worried?
No, I would not that I would ever, you'd never use one, would you? Obviously, but like
No.
it's just I just find it intriguing. It's one of those really curious things in life.
So am I barred from using poisonous bullets then?
No, you can poison bullets.
Sorry, I went on a mad tangent then about something that weirdly interests me.
I should say it does 3d10 damage, so they're pretty good.
Oh my-
Fucking hell!
3d10.
Sorry.
I need to write this
I
shit
mean,
down.
you're lucky. When I rolled damage for Brutus, I rolled a 1, and a 2.
Oh, jeez.
That could have
Yeah.
been so much worse.
That could have been the end of Brutus in one hit.
Yeah. I was secretly glad that I rolled that because I felt so overpowered. I was like, oh, this is going to hurt. But
Still
yeah,
did.
good session, everyone.
Right, so I have a pistol and I have paper birds.
Damn.
I wonder if
Shards
I
got
could
hideous-
shoot messages at people.
Ow! What hit me in the face? Oh, it's a bird.
The bird is an object that has 1 hit point, an armor class of 13, a flying speed of 60 feet, a dexterity of 16. It travels to the... Oh my god. Can I shoot this out of a pistol? Because it basically there's no maximum... There's no maximum range on the paper bird, Michael. And I have a pistol
No, I know.
now. I can shoot messages
So-
at people across town.
It's got unlimited range. Just write on the paper and it folds itself up in a bird and flies. Why would you want to shoot it out of a fucking pistol?
Because it goes faster.
Faster?
Express delivery.
Paint a red
yeah,
stripe on
like,
it as well. It'll go even
It
quicker.
doesn't become like a bomber pigeon that sort of takes people's heads off because you shot it out of a pistol. It doesn't maintain the speed.
I won't even write on it. I'll just draw a smiley face on it. Have a nice day. Okay, sorry. That's enough of that.
Right.
3d10. That's not what it says in this pistol thing, though. I will sort it out during the week.
I'm just going by the damage as what's written on the poisonous pistol.
Poisonous pistol.
Hang on.
Is that a
Ranged
homebrew?
weapon. No, it's just on the NPC. One target hit. Oh, 1d10 plus 4 piercing damage plus 2d10 poison damage.
Shit. Shit, son.
So it's 1d10 plus 4 plus 2d10.
Fuck.
So actually, that old Brutus should have had 8 hit points taken off, not 4.
Right, I'm gonna have to write this
So,
down
yeah.
somewhere. Okay, cool.
I had
Right.
10 taken off me, I think.
They did. Okay.
I
You
think
might have added
no,
it
it
then.
got you for 9, but I healed you for 5.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay. Cool. So thanks everyone. Good
Cheers,
session.
Mike.
Cheers,
Nice
man.
one.
Right.
Most of that was on the fly. Tag was actually literally created in my head at that moment. So what the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know.
I'm so glad I paid for that lap dance. Like, oh yeah, go get information. That'd be great.
You know, with
I'm not. It was disgusting.
with hindsight, I'm kind of glad as well now, because that way I wouldn't have experienced D&D to its fullest.
It could have been Eckhart doing the dance. That would have made you happy.
Who's that?
Craig.
Yeah.
The animal seller at the fete. The vicar. Oh yes. I do love a dance. Do you love a dance? I love a dance. Oh yes. Marvelous.
I think I prefer tag now.